Welcome,
Live.
welcome to the Bob and Pam show tonight. Let us know if you hear any music. We may have to go outside. We are at the Knuckle Saloon, and I got a different microphone on. We're gonna try to see if the sounds pretty good. Loud American. It was just too windy today, so
Imagine that. And it's
yep.
pretty warm out today, too.
And so
It's in the 90s.
in hundreds. It
Wow.
said it was about 100 to 101.
What the truck said.
So we got Big Boy Mike's on. I got a
That's Mike.
commercial came up.
No. There you
What kind
go.
of crap is that? So, already got a commotion. You turn your phone down.
What did you get? All right. All right. So I turned mine down.
All right.
Did you put it on everything you want to put
No,
it
I
on?
did not.
We're doing good. Thank you. Yes.
All right. Let me copy this, and I can put it on our social media. And I only see the top of my head there, so I got 15
Whoa.
on, and trying to adjust everything. Not quite what we were ready to do today.
We actually had to go back. Guess what we got to see today and yesterday?
A dog,
Nope.
a cat. We
That's
seen a
in a-
cat yesterday. I think
That's
we
a
seen
couple
cat.
days.
I think we
In
seen
a couple
cat.
days, we get to see our dog.
What dog?
Oh, we're going to get
We're getting a dog.
surprise.
I don't know nothing about that.
So anyway, I forgot what I was saying.
You
did
were
see
going
a
to say
cat
what
run
we
across
say,
the road the
what
other
we
day.
seen today.
Oh, what we saw today. Micro midget wrestling.
Yep.
Saw it yesterday and today at
Tomorrow's video, you will check that out. If you haven't checked out the last 2 days of videos, Friday and Saturday. Saturday, I did a great 4th of July video. You need to check that out. It's only 5 minutes long. But on Friday, we went to Deadwood and we got to meet Scott Jacobs. He's
a world-renowned American artist.
and what was he to?
He got commissioned
There you go. That's
to
the word I was looking
do
for.
a portrait for the White House and for the 4th of July. And he was one of the artists that I guess there were several considered. He was the one chosen. And then he turned in, I think, 3 different ideas. And the one that he decided to go with is actually a rendition of the Declaration of Independence signed by John Hancock. And it is word for word on this painting.
He painted it.
Yes, he painted it. And I guess he said it was done in Keystone. You have to watch a video. He'll explain it all to you why it was so difficult to do. And I guess he did a trial one, and he'll tell you what that's called too, because I don't remember what that was called either. But he said a lot of artists do that just to make sure before they do the final piece or the masterpiece, whatever you want to call it. They he did one, and he didn't like this, he didn't like that, so he tweaked it a little bit, did a few different things, the colors and the way things looked, and the brass on the candlesticks and the way the gun looked. He wanted to make sure it looked authentic and it was the correct time period, and why he put everything in that painting that he did, and he explains all that in the video, which is a really good video. So if you didn't get to see that video, I think it's got Scott Jacobs on it and Doug from Sick Boys.
Yep.
Because we were in Deadwood that day, and that's who we went and talked to. So it's a really cool video, and to check it out if you didn't get to see it.
Yep. And those are 2 really good videos. I probably should have held them back. Oh, the 4th of July one I couldn't hold back. But the other one probably should have held back. But they talked a little bit about the 4th of July because they had a big party over there in Deadwood. So there was that.
So we'll say hi to a few people that are on since you're still messing with that. Janice was first one on, and then Mike was on from Minnesota. XM Biker's on, and Janice, XM Biker. They're all talking to each other. Let me put my glass on to make sure I don't miss anybody. Don Wards is on. Donna Edwards. There you go. Trying to, when it's all worked together like that, I've got dyslexia and I get mixed up. Jeff Hooper's on. Hey guys, are you our Jeff from the San Francisco area? Because we had a tall Jeff, then we had that Jeff. We got a few Jeffs. Ramblin' Rome's on. How are you doing? She's on. Neil's on. He's actually in an airport on his way to Idaho.
Idaho.
Idaho. Don Mason's on. He says, hello, folks. Happy belated 4th of July. Yes, we're still celebrating. I mean, this whole year should be a year of celebration. I mean, a bicentennial, that's unheard of, you know, for our Constitution, our government, and our nation to be still under the same government or the same rules, I guess, and regulations. So that's an amazing feat, and we should be proud of that, and we should celebrate it this whole year. Jeff Hopper is in Minnesota too. Okay, not the same Jeff I was thinking then, because like I said, we've had several Jeffs on, and sometimes it's hard to keep you all separated. Who's who? We have a couple Daryls that we have, and different couple Bobs, I guess. A lot of people with the same names. Who else is on? Jeff said Minnesota. Phil's on. Phil Garrett. Hey, how you doing? We'll see you soon. Daryl Dess is on. That's one of the Daryls. He's from the Pigeon Forge area in Tennessee, out that way. He might actually be from North Carolina. I think he drove over from that part. But when we saw him, it was around Pigeon Forge. Got anything to say? What are you doing now?
My phone's messing up right now.
No, it still looks like we're on and still doing good.
My chat's not coming up this time.
No, I don't know why mine does that. So Daryl just says, hey, Bob and Tam. That's where we're at. I know we didn't get to meet up yesterday. We went out also to the Harley dealer. They had a big 4th of July thing, and we were only there for the first drawing, but they gave away 4 $250 gift cards. So we didn't get to make it the first one. So don't know if we got drawn the second, third, or fourth one, but so they were giving away 4 for the 4th, and since it's the 250th, they gave away $250 gift certificate. So that was kind of cool. North Carolina, he said. Okay, so I was right.
So let us know if anybody does hear any music. Because the music is kind of loud in here. And
kind of back in the corner and under an awning, but I can hear it out there, but I don't know with that mic on if you guys can hear it or not. So if I turn mine up and see if I can hear it.
So we're trying to avoid getting gigged for it. And so we're trying to avoid getting gigged for it.
You can't really hear nothing. You can hear a little mumble or like almost static, but not really music.
There's all my comments finally came back up. All right. So we'll talk a little bit about what's going on. So we're over here at the Knuckle Saloon, and they're working on the deck. We'll probably show you that before we're done, what they've got on out there. They're going to try to take the deck and move it out a little bit farther in the center. They had the bars here. They were the original bars that were here with the previous owner. And when Curtis bought it, he redid the inside, kind of updated everything, new tables, new bar. If you came in, you probably wouldn't notice a lot because a lot of the stuff is in the same spot it was. But he's got a fireplace, which wasn't here before, a little electric fireplace. It's on now. It's not really putting any heat out. But so he's doing that over at the Full Throttle Saloon. About the only thing they're doing is working on that T-shirt shop at 6,000 square feet.
Big
I don't think that's going to get done. They don't want us to, they want to surprise everybody. They don't want us to film any more of the inside as they're doing. One of the reasons they probably don't want to do it because they're slower than dirt. I looked in there yesterday. I kind of went around the back. So I was actually looking for Joe, and they really didn't have much from the last time I filmed it about 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if it's going to get done in time for Sturgis. It's just a little over 30 days left before opening day. So we'll see what happens. You know, maybe it won't be all done, but they'll just go ahead and hang everything up, and you may not know what's not done.
Yeah.
The inside the building's done, but what they're doing is they're running it's not pegboard, but it's that slotted board where you could hook things into it, and then the bottom's going to be like a diamond plating, and then they're going to do a bunch of displays and stuff, engines and bikes and all that. And so, like I say, we won't know. They don't really want us filming it, so hey, that's their choice. I always say we got a video coming up I'm working on right now from the Buffalo Chip. They took us around this year and showed us all the new stuff that they're doing, new improvements and things like that. So that's kind of cool because we always tell everybody, a couple years ago, the Buffalo Chip did the same thing. They didn't want us talking about the asphalt they put down and all this. And it's like, we're going to surprise people. But I still get people on Facebook saying they've never asphalted any roads there. I was there the last 3 years in a row because you don't pay attention. That's why. because you don't really care. You know, if you fell into the hole that was in the driveway, you'd know that they asphalted it this year because you didn't fall in the hole. But if you didn't notice it, you wouldn't know. So that's it.
Remember.
Yeah, that's a lot of times. Most of the time when you're here, you're having fun, you're doing stuff, you're drinking, you're doing whatever you do. You're not really paying attention to necessarily, like at the Buffalo Chip, the one year I told them to paint the bathrooms, and people did come back and say, wow, they fixed up the bathrooms. All they did is throw a coat of paint on. Same toilets, same showers, nothing changed. But you don't have to do much to get people's attention when it comes to that way. But by putting in, like here, walking in, if you walk into the Knuckle here, if you didn't know he remodeled, you would just think maybe he cleaned it up. Because it looks
and brightened it up. It looks brighter, I think.
It's really about the same. You'd almost have to take a picture from last year to this year and hold it up and say, oh, okay, I see a big difference. But walking in, you're like, okay, I don't see anything different. Same thing with the outside. They painted the outside of the building, same color, so it looks the same. But the bars out front, they got rid of the old ones they had, and they're only going to be temporary ones because it's been 4 months now. They're trying to order the metal and get the deck up and all this. Guy was actually working today. Didn't work yesterday, but he worked today. And
yesterday was the 4th.
But he, I don't know. I don't know why it's taking so long. But out here, it is a lot slower getting things done because there's not very many people out here doing the work. So when you find somebody like putting up a steel building or something like that, they're like a year or two out doing them because they can only do so many at a time. That's why I always tell people, if you want to be a contractor or a builder, and if you can bring your own crew in, you can make a lot of money out here in South Dakota.
Yeah.
So that's going on. Most of the other things, over at One Eye Jack's, they redid the decking on the one side. Like we were looking at the front of the building over the right where all the bars are at over there. The dance clubs upstairs. They've redone all the flooring there. They said they were going to put new asphalt in, but I think they're just going to paint it out front, which will make it look nicer. We've seen them the other day.
Washing it down the day.
So we figured they're doing that over there. Inside the bar, I don't really see anything different. Loud American, I don't see anything different from last year. Everything's pretty much the same. Today they had brought a lot of food. So I don't know what's going on over there.
It almost sounded like rally time, you know. Know this, know that, know this, know that, know this, know that. I'm like, okay, then I guess I'll have a hamburger.
Yeah. They had that in stock. But I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know. Because they've got a great reputation because they're here open year round and people really, local people go there to eat. So not quite sure what's going on over there. So we still got over a month away for rally, so they can't be trying to.
I know, like usually sometimes 2 weeks before, like they'll run out of tater tots because
they don't sell them.
They don't sell them during the rally. So they order their last shipment, like maybe the 1st of July, and then when they run out, they run out, and then starts their rally new year. Michael Wright says, no music, you're good. Neil says, no music, but Tam's a little fuzzy. Put your glasses on. No, he said my voice. Can't hear anything. Mike says, that's good. Greg says, no music. XM Biker says, hi. Guns and Ride is on. I wouldn't count on the Full Throttle out. They pulled a miracle out last year. Yes, they did.
Well, that was a little different, which I'd say the shop will be open, but I don't know what they have. Which we know the difference, like on the decking they made last year, there was a whole lot of stuff. They still haven't got a stained yet. And which they don't do it pretty soon, they're going to be in trouble. Because it's already starting to change color. Now they had treated wood, but when you're out in this kind of weather, the wind and all that stuff, treated wood doesn't last forever either. So they should have, which is what they know they need to do, and it's not on the list this year. This year it's just really weird on what they're doing. This weekend, none of the guys were anywhere to be found. So I don't know what's going on. We went out there today. They said they partied last night for the 4th of July, and all the guys were off today. We kind of called Joe, and he never answered, so I'm not quite sure.
I think he saw who it was or just turned the ringer off or something because it rang for a minute, and then it just went dead.
So I don't.
So,
Neil?
So, no. Sturgis Beth's on, so I said hi to Beth. Freeman said, so the Full Throttle is still open? It's open year round.
Yes, they just don't open the back section up. So the bar up front and the t-shirt shop is pretty much open year round. The only exception to the rule is if it's a really bad stormy day, winter, snow on the ground, she ain't coming in. There's only one employee pretty much is there during the off season. And she takes care of the distillery. And if you want to get a drink or something, she'll go over and get you a drink. If you want to go get a t-shirt, she'll take you back to the t-shirt shop. It's not all officially open. One of them will be open. and she'll be in one of the buildings. Probably she's most of the time probably in the
Big building.
no, in the
Distillery.
because it's probably heated and everything else. Where the bar, I don't know if it's got any heat or anything in it. So
My big question is, when are they gonna fire up that donut machine?
they
It's not been on
they
since
make-
we've been here.
well, they probably ain't gonna do it. Nobody's really
They're
working
not
that
gonna
bar.
do it for the rally. They didn't do it last year for the rally.
Well, they go. You need to ask somebody. That's so-called manager girl. Supposed to know it all. So,
I don't know.
but
I want some hot donuts.
so Neil was asking about the American Legion out there in Piedmont. They have been closed since we've been here. Now, they were open this weekend because it's 4th of July, but there's no way we were going to get in there.
Big parade.
Yes, they had parade, all kinds of stuff going on, so we weren't going to stop there. So they haven't been open. Now we'll have to go by and see next week if we see anybody there. But I mean, there's no cars out front. Doors are shut. We don't pull in there and look, but we've driven by there. So I don't know what's going on down there. We've already talked to the school, the high school in town here. They're going to be open for a rally.
He's the principal.
They're going to have the showers and the breakfast every morning. I think what is it, Thursday to Thursday?
Something like
Or
Thursday
Saturday.
to Friday.
Uh,
It's open before the rally starts.
Yeah. So it's like the Thursday before it opens and then it closes.
I think that Friday
Yeah.
is the rally.
And so that's already a go. We do know the firehouse out in Nemo. They're going to be serving breakfast out there. Just because we talked to the guy that's in charge of Nemo and he's on the fire department and he goes with that. So there's that information. And so pretty good for that point. Let's go back into town. The Thunderdome is in a lot's going on over there at Thunderdome. Thunderdome this year is going to open up the speed track in the back. Now, a lot of people think it's Baker's transmission, speed parts, whatever they sell. They're doing it. No, they're not. They are a sponsor of it. So there's a whole bunch of people sponsoring. Right now, it looks like it's only going to be happening on August 12th is the only day it's going to be open during the rally. That's from my understanding that we have. The guy that actually runs the gas station, the Thunderdome, the cabins in the back, and owns the track there, he's redoing it or getting it going. And he's got too much stuff on his plate, so he doesn't have time to talk to us till about a week before the rally.
Way behind
Which I can understand. All that stuff that I just said, he's doing the Thunderdome. He's in charge of that. He's in charge of the gas station. It's open year round. He's got all those cabins in the back that he rents, and now he's going to be involved with the track. Yes, that is way too much. It's too much for me just to say all that, let alone have to get it all together.
It's kind of like Mike out at the dealership.
Yeah. And so, yeah, crazy. I do have some information on the track that I got from Baker's site and stuff like that. And if we can get him to open the gate where we can stand out there by the track and talk about it, what we're hearing is trying to do, which it's going to be free. So I don't understand how this is going to be, but they're looking to maybe possibly in a year or two is to extend that track from an 8-mile track to a 1/4-mile track. Don't know if that's going to happen, but I guess they're trying to see if there's an interest to it. But if you come out on that August 12th, you can race your bike for free. They'll time you and all that kind of good stuff. And a lot of specialties, people at SNS, and there's a whole lot of people sponsoring this. So we just don't have a real rundown of what's...
motors, all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
We don't have a rundown on what or how they're going to do it. Somebody wanted me to contact Baker because they thought they were putting it on. And then when we called the owner of the track, the owner of the property, he said, no, it's my baby. I'm in charge of it. So we wanted to get it from him, not from somebody that's a sponsor, just FYI. So right now we don't have any more information on that. We've reached out several times to Jack Pine Gypsies. We've had no response from them yet, trying to get out there to talk to them. We'd like to do maybe a Bob and Tam day out there where everybody come out one day during maybe the hill climbing or something like that during the rally and just put that support to the track.
Yeah.
Because it's sad. We have never been out at the track during the rally. We've come out before the track for the rally and seen some kids racing and some dirt bikes and stuff like that. But
I think they had go-kart racing one night. We went. I mean, they just said the track was going to be open, and so we went, and it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't what we thought it was going to be. So.
It ended up being, I think, kids under 18 or under 16 or something. That's all. All those kids were racing, which was fine, but it wasn't what I was thinking.
So Craig says he's coming out. He'll be here for the first time this year on July 10th through the 14th. He goes to the 3-wheel rally. That's where we met him the first time. And then he's going to come back out on August 3rd. So I guess he's going to be out here for the rally. I've got Tripp's number out there at the Legion. So thanks, Neil and Beth. I've got her number.
But we'll see what all happens. Now, this year is different for the three-wheel rally. It is going to be the first time in history that it's going to cover over a
A
weekend.
weekend, yeah.
That has never, ever, ever happened. What we're thinking is possibly because the rodeo, maybe it's been brought up because the rodeo is going to start on, is it the 15th, the rodeo, 17th? I think 17th, the rodeo started. So it's possible that they moved all that up.
So the
And,
three-wheel rally is now the 11th through the 15th, which is a Saturday. I'll scoot up so if you can't hear me. Since it's going to be a Saturday through a Wednesday. And then the Get It On Bike Fest is going to be the 16th through the 19th. And then the rodeo, I guess I don't have the rodeo down.
Yeah, the rodeo, I think, starts on the 17th. So it's a lot of things going on there. And that's one of the things that we keep telling people. There is stuff going on out here all the time. There's bands playing almost every night someplace. And most of the time it's free. Like I said, we just had midget wrestling.
19th through the 25th.
That came up just here at the last minute. Thursday, they were talking about it and they called up. And I don't know if they just volunteered their time or what happened. But we met the promoter and everything, which we've met him a bunch of times, that travels around with the midget guys and the Micromania, and they have a good time. And it's a great show. It's fun. It's looking like they're working right now to maybe do one night over here during the day, probably at the Knuckle here, and then maybe a couple of days over at Full Throttle, but it'll be out there in the free section. Kind of like if you watch the video tomorrow, you're going to see some of the Micromania wrestling on there. We filmed some of it, what I could put on, because they do a little adult.
It's a little risque this time.
Well, it's always like that. Some of the jokes are the same, and they are bringing some new moves and stuff out. But that was going to be my only concern with them, was if they're doing 3 shows, hopefully each show is a little different. These 2 shows were very similar, same wrestlers at each one, and did each.
Well, they didn't have the same people win though. That was
they didn't. I wasn't paying that much attention. So very interesting. But we love those guys. They do a great job, and they got a new girl to be one of the referees now. She just started with them. She's the tallest one of them all, and
5'8".
yeah. And so it was kind of cool. Somebody new out there, but we talked to them and we got all their information and stuff, because they are probably the ones that do most of the midget wrestling. And some people get offended by a midget, but that's what they always say over there, is they don't mind being called midgets. They call themselves midgets. So get over it.
They want to know what the difference between a midget and a dwarf is? Very little.
That's her joke today that they
That's
sold.
but the only one I remember they told.
And they had the one. What was the one today about the pirate? I don't remember what it was. I heard it.
Something about a pirate. What is? I know the end, but I don't remember what the first part was.
So there you go. So that's some of the stuff going on. But I mean, out here, there's always stuff going on. Wednesdays nights, which I don't know if we're going to make it out there, out at 60's Garage, out in Rapid City. They've got a bike night out there every Wednesday night. They're going to end up giving a bunch of prizes away now. If you go out there, you have to go back on a second time. But they're giving away, you get an envelope. But you can't open it till the next time you come. You can open it up, and it's the least surprise is like fried pickles, that you can order that for free. But everything else is uphill from that. Up to, I think they give $250 or $500 away.
One of our subscribers said they got there and they're like, "Oh, we forgot." They even ran back in. We forgot to open up. Oh, I think it was Val and Kiwi. She ran back in and said, "I forgot that I had my envelope from last week. I didn't open it up." She bought an Apple Watch.
Yeah. So like I say, there's a lot of stuff that they're giving away. So even if you just go out there and eat, you get it. You I think they're giving the envelopes away. I don't think you have to go to bike night, but they also have something going on that they give prizes away nightly at bike night too. So that's kind of cool. Over at SOB Bar, they have a bike night.
That's in St. Hodge.
Yep. And I'm not quite sure what night they have the bike night. I want to say it's Tuesday night, but it could be Friday night. She's gonna look up.
I think it's Wednesday also.
No, I don't think it's Wednesday. It's like it's almost like the weekend or something. So
bike night at
so she's gonna
just
say St. Hodge Bar. That's what St. Hodge Bar, SOB, not the SOB you were probably thinking.
Tuesday night, Friday.
Yeah, I was pretty close. I think I said Tuesday. So they have those on Tuesday nights, which a lot of times that's we don't think about it at the time when it's coming on. This Tuesday is the city's council meeting. They're going to announce all the stuff for the rally. Woo-wee.
It's Monday.
It's council meetings are on Tuesdays nights.
He told me the 6th.
It's on Tuesday nights.
double check.
Yeah, you go look. Just go to the city of Sturgis.
City council meeting.
Well, look at they normally do it on Tuesday nights. You ask your phone for the city. You just type in here, the phone there. Type in. You can either go to either their Facebook page or.
Bethel, no. City of Sturgis council meeting.
So we're gonna do in there. We may film some of that. We'll see what happens if they're. I told them.
July 6th and July 20th.
I can't believe it's on Monday. Look it up. Pull up the go to the city's website and pull up the minutes. Tell me what the agenda. So yeah.
City council meeting on the 6th.
I don't know. That's weird. They normally always do it on Tuesdays. So I don't know what the hell's going on. City screwed up some more. We did talk to the mayor. Did I put that on the channel? I think I put that on the video. He didn't say a whole lot of things. He wasn't really looking to be interviewed. He thought we were just going to chat with him and said a few things. And it wasn't really repaired, so he didn't do as good as he probably could have done. I think that video already had to come out.
It did.
Must have been
You
Thursday.
put it on the very end
Yeah.
or something because it was a very short. It was beneficial, but yeah, he wasn't like you said. He wasn't. He thought we were just coming in to talk to him, but
Shoot the breeze.
yes, and he didn't realize we were actually going to put him on camera and ask him some questions. I'm probably talking too quiet and sitting too quiet.
That's right. You need to scoot your chair up.
Well, I don't want to sit that close. You'll be my past.
Don't encourage music. So yeah. So we'll see what happens, and we'll see what happens on the city meeting. So I guess it'll be tomorrow night. Then we're going to be down there. They had something really cool out here this weekend. If anybody would know about it, they're called the Bluebirds. It's these old, I don't know what you want to call them. I guess they're
Motorhome buses.
Yeah, they were custom made. They were made this way. It sounds like they quit making them maybe in '74, or they started making them in '74. But they had about almost 100 of them over here at the Sturgis RV Park. We did some filming for them. They're wanting to put some stuff on their website and their Facebook page, so we got some stuff for them so they can put it on there for them. And
What years?
but it's a pretty cool campground. We've stayed there before. This time we stayed there for 2 weeks. We're over there at Kathmandu now. Kathmandu just raised their flag. If you watch the video on Saturday, my patriotic video I put up, a lot of people were very impressed. I had a couple people said they cried when they see my video. It's only 5 minutes long. But we do salute our veterans at the end that fought so hard and no longer with us. So that was kind of special. And it's just some stuff we've worked on and got together. We also got something special coming out when we get down to the 30-day countdown. When will that be?
July 8th.
Yep.
Got to watch that video.
Yep. So we spent a lot of time getting that done. It's almost finished now. I'm actually a little ahead on my videos. I got my Monday video done. If they don't gig me on it, because it's got the little bitches guys in there doing some flopping around and things like that. And I put wrestling, so they're being paid to do what they are. They're professionals. But it was pretty good. We always have fun with those guys.
Those Bluebirds were built from '63 to 2009.
There you go. Pretty cool, but I could imagine those things are probably $500,000 or more. We didn't end up not going to any of them, but we did talk to a bunch of them and really great people. Most of them are older people. I'd probably say 40 and up. I don't know if we had anybody younger than 40.
Rusty's on.
So that's that was going on over here.
Joe Casey's on.
Most of the campgrounds are getting their grasses cut, which is kind of cool. We did do the video the other day on spearfish. If any of you have ever heard about the fish hatchery they have over there, that's pretty cool. It's free. Also, if you've never seen the Spearfish City Campground, that's over there. That's really kind of a cool campground.
It is. That would be a neat place because there's a creek that runs all the way through it. We saw deer. Did you show the deer?
Deer was on the video.
Yeah. And then we saw yesterday during the 4th of July, we were just going into town and there
I think we've seen deers there almost every year.
I don't know, but this was a mama and it had to be a freshly born baby.
Still had the spots.
Yeah, she was tiny.
Bambi.
And
Right
everybody's doing fireworks and the mom's like freaking out and the baby's trying to crawl under the mom. It was sad. I wish I could have just brought him in the truck and let him sit there.
They wouldn't have done that.
I know, but
They
They
probably
were
ran across.
scared.
If they would have ran across the street, they could have got into the woods. But it's right there by the high school, not the high school, but right there by the city park. So, like, if you're coming down Junction, if you turn by the gas station there, go over the tracks,
ballpark.
it's right there. And it's actually, you can make a circle there and it comes back down on the main street. If you want to bypass Main Street, that's another way to do it.
Nicholas is on. Hey, Nicholas.
We'll give you some more information about what's going on. We did a video that a lot of people didn't catch it. I may put it out and show you the video. I sent it to the chief because he's thinking about his ride. He might do this ride. But if you go down to Moonshine Gulch, down on Watchford Road, you can, and now if you make a right on South Rochford Road, that will take you into Hill City now, 22 miles. It's all asphalt. It's all, you're not supposed to say the R.
Rochford.
Watch. That was like
but
watch.
You said road. It is Rochford Road.
There's no R in it.
But you didn't say Rochford and Road.
I'm trying to say both at the same time. It didn't work out.
So anyway, a couple people said they really enjoyed your patriotic video. Phil, Garrett, and Rusty both said that. They liked your 4th of July video.
And so, yeah, it was just something that took us. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning trying to get that done. The stupid internet here. We've got really good upload, but the download sucks. Which the download we don't need it. The upload is more important to me. But on the connected,
not when you try to download something.
Yeah. What it is, I could switch from. I've got a couple different channels on this connecting that we can use, and we're not using it now. I did bring the hotspot. But I
know a lot of people say, well, that connected must not be very good because your lives aren't very good sometimes. But we're not using connected internet when we're doing our lives. We only use our connected internet when he's uploading the video.
And this one doesn't have it only has a power supply. It has no battery. So we have to plug it in. My Verizon one that we have, we still got. But right now, what's doing good right now in Sturgis is AT&T. It's the best signal right now. But our phones have worked fine. We got Verizon phone. But that's what we're using right now. Is a Verizon phone is sending this up. It's the best. T-Mobile had pretty good coming down if you want to watch a video, but not very good going up. That's what our phones are, personal phones. So take it like it is.
Well, to watch TV at night too. Sometimes it's like buffers. Yeah. And it's like whatever. I'm ready to go to bed anyway. By the time I go to bed, I'm pooped. Especially I haven't caught up from Mount Rushmore yet. We didn't get We got home about midnight, but by the time you got done with that,
nobody knows nothing about it. So what we ended up doing was we were thinking about going to Rapid City to see the fireworks on July 3rd.
On their big jumbotrons, they were advertising. Come downtown and
watch. It was
watch.
probably about like a 500 by 500 inch TV. It was a board, but it was not even as big as the ones at the Buffalo Chip and things like that. So it's kind of sad. So we went there and we were kind of looking at that and we're like, I don't know. One sexy biker chick was there, and she left by the time we got there. She'd already left. And then she went out to, so we misunderstood Keystone. Where they were at. They said Keystone, which I think they dropped the trailer off. We would have been better off cutting through at Rockerville Road and going that way. It ended up being, we sat on, which was packed. We sat up on Iron Mountain Road.
We went through Playhouse Road up to Iron Mountain Road.
Yeah. Playhouse Road is a great road to ride on, too. Lots of switchbacks on it. We're going to film that maybe next week if we get time. We'll see how it all goes.
We'll have to call Chip. He'll probably go with us. Brought some Sick Boy merchandise at Merle's Inlet this year. There you go, Joe. Horizon, Har 27.99. That's Bob and Dee. Bob and Dee. It's Dave and Dee that live in Spearfish. I gotta keep all you guys separate. Robert Spearbeck says hi, Bob and Tam, and Phil says love the video. Whoops, with the artist. That was Scott Jacobs. That U.S. Constitution painting is beautiful. And if you go down to Deadwood during the rally, he's probably going to have a copy of it somewhere in the gallery.
Somebody had asked about if he's going to do prints. We're going to ask probably once he sells. He's got some, which I'm assuming he painted the other ones.
I think they're printed. They're not, but they're printed on, I don't know.
They're on canvas.
Yes.
So I don't know if they're just, like they copied the original one, because the one that actually got flown to Washington, D.C. was a copy. The original one was still in the store. If you watch our video, that is the original painting that will go to the White House. Well, I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. You don't know which one's real and which one's not. He does have copies there that he's selling, but if you watch the videos, one guy came in that day and bought 5 right off the bat. He only had like 20 of them made. I have no idea what they are. My policy always is,
if it doesn't have a price tag on it and
you don't have that kind of money, don't ask. So I'm not asking, and some of you might have been interested in buying it, but by the time we tell you, it might already be gone. And we wouldn't want to disappoint somebody.
Oh, good night, Beth. Boy, she must have an early appointment tomorrow. She said she's going to bed right now.
Jeez.
The Deadwood video was cool, Joe Casey said.
4:30, she's going to bed.
I know. She said, heading off to bed. We finally have dirt being moved at Freedom tomorrow. Happy Sunday. Oh, so they must be coming bright and early. Are they going to do any of the electrical and water work before
Yeah, we haven't, other than the trailers being moved, we haven't seen a whole lot of action going on over there. So they're another bar that's trying to get up and going. It was open last year.
It's on the corner of Main and Middle. It's down by the Vets Club.
We've shown a little bit of that already on the videos. Well, as soon as some more action goes on, we'll show you some more that's going on. There's some more interviews we still got to get done. We got to get back out to Spearfish, to the lodge. We want to talk to them. Like I said, we want to do the raceway, both raceways. We want to talk to them yet. Michael Ballard, we haven't been able to corner him. This weekend ended up being that, what's his wife's name? Angie and the kids came out this weekend. Actually, if I look back at, if you watch the video that's coming out tomorrow, you might see him there in the back. I didn't see him. I pan the camera to show the audience during the midget wrestling, and I don't really pay attention who's all there because I'm just making sure my camera's straight when it's going through. But he was out there. But today I looked for him and he wasn't there. But I don't know how long Angie was staying. She usually doesn't. She's got her own store. She got like a Colton shop or something she's got. And so she doesn't really do much of the rally anymore. Sometimes the kids are out there for a little while, but I haven't seen any. Last year was cute because one of his daughters came on his live or his Facebook page when he was doing it, and she took the mic, took the phone from him, and it was pretty funny. Yeah. And I'd like to meet her.
She was describing everything she had on and where she bought it from. She was all proud of it.
I would like to get her on camera. Is what I'd like to do, but I don't.
Mike's on.
I don't know how long they're in town, and we don't see anybody that knows them to find out what's going on.
Sorry, Deb. It's 100 degrees today.
Yes. We have gone from one extreme to another. It's really not that hot out there.
Because I don't think the humidity hasn't kicked up yet. So it's very warm. I could tell even when going in and out, we did laundry this morning. The handle was hot, not as hot as
it standing out in the sun. Walking in the sun wasn't hot. But I mean, we've got a steady 30 or 40 mile an hour breeze going on right now. We ended up not taking the truck out we took the truck out this morning because we want to do laundry and the laundromat down here, if you're coming to Sturgis, new owners are not raising their prices. We're going to be meeting with them next week, and I get an interview with them. They also do laundry service.
Wash and fold or
you might be talking to some of the campgrounds. She may even do pickup service and drop back off service. So that's kind of special. I told them
if you want to go out for a ride but need laundry, and you're thinking, man, I really want to ride, but I have to do laundry. They might be coming by.
So much a pound. They told us, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But she'll do it on the channel and tell us what's going on and stuff. But it's kind of cool. We went there today and did our laundry, and which it is. She had a ton of laundry. How many machines you use?
4 washers and 3 dryers.
$20 for everything.
Yeah,
that was shocking. I thought I was going to.
I probably had, I guess, 75 cents left. So
that's right. She gets to keep the cents because she can't be senseless. She's always got to have something in her pocket, right? I never can call her senseless. She's got a lot of sense.
Yeah, not many cents, not much sense. He doesn't give me much. So Beth says all of it, electric, water, and cement all this week. There you go. That's good. And plumbing.
So we'll be watching for that over there at Freedom Bar.
Clay Hicks is on, says hi. Robert Spearbeck says, are you expecting this year's rally to be bigger because of the 250th?
No.
We thought last year.
What we're seeing right now is it's going to be a typical off-year rally. Not super crazy, not super crowded, but not enough to say it's going to be nobody's here. So I think we're going to have a pretty decent crowd. Probably, they come up with numbers that I don't believe. Probably in a good year, we probably have over 100,000 people. Probably were out here last year, maybe even 150,000. Over the whole Black Hills during the rally. When people say, well, that's not, they say 500,000. Show me 500,000 motorcycles sitting in a row. Like in Florida, they don't even, I think that when I Googled it one time, there was 60,000 motorcycles in the whole state of Florida. And then, in the fall rally, that's about all that comes. It's more locals than it does people from a distance. Sturgis is typically the larger rally because people come from all over the world. Daytona is very East Coast rally. Yes, there's people coming from California, there's people coming from Australia, things like that to come to the Daytona Bike Week. But typically it's more people that are on the East Coast because they're tired of winter. This year got screwed up because of the snow and all that they had up north. It really hurt the rally this year in Daytona. It was one of the smallest rallies since we've been doing this for 7 years. Well, there's Curtis there.
Nope.
We'll get Curtis to come on and talk to you guys.
So,
We'll take,
all
we'll
right.
take the microphone to him.
All right.
So we'll get over here. Let me talk while we're coming over. And so we're live. Tell everybody to come on out to the Knuckle Saloon. You gotta look at the camera. There we are.
Come on out to the Knuckle Saloon, just like Bob said.
And our deck's looking better. They're at least putting some wood up there. I know you don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it right
It'll
now.
be done before the rally, one way or the other. We'll be out there doing it ourselves.
I got my crew coming in tonight in about an hour. I'm going to pick them up right now,
All right.
and we're going to start building the deck tomorrow.
And tell everybody about that new bike you got. What kind of bike did you get? When you on the ride?
Oh, that was last year.
Oh, yeah, I thought you got that this year.
No, we got it 24. It's a 24 Street Glide that Rusty Wallace and Stephen Wallace built for me. All the crew down at Southern Country Customs in Mooresville, North Carolina.
And where'd you ride it to this year?
We took to Pikes Peak, across Independence Pass, down through Aspen, up through Vale, Eisenhower Pass, Central City Parkway over to Estes, and then back here.
And you only hit some sleet, didn't get any snow.
We got sleet and rain on the last day. Other than that, it was a pretty good ride. It was, a little bit nasty on the way down for about an hour, maybe. Then on the way back, we had about 4.5 hours.
We went out today and seen Micromania midgets were out there.
Yeah.
They said they're talking to you. Maybe we might see some excitement here with them.
They come and talk to me. I've talked to them for about a year now, different times. And me and Michael talked about it the other night. He might try to get them out there a couple times. And then
It'd be kind of cool. They're fun.
We was debating on if we had enough room to do it, but I think we do. So
if you watch the video tomorrow, I filmed it all.
my problem is that we've already got our whole schedule for bands. As a matter of fact, we're getting ready to post off on social media, and I would have to change some stuff around to put them in there.
But they tear down pretty fast, so
Yeah, and I got
maybe we'll put them in here.
Yeah, I got another band, a tribute band that's hit me up trying to get me to piece them into.
Okay.
They're friends with our AC/DC tribute band, Noise Pollution, and
What did they play?
I think he said it was like I can't remember.
Okay.
It wasn't the Goo Goo Dolls, but it was something. It was a tribute like that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they said they're really, really good, and they're going to be here in town and looking for a couple of shows. And so I'm going to try to look at my schedule and see if I can move some things around.
And what time does your band start during the rally?
We got most of the days is 1 p.m., but then we have a couple bands starting at noon. But our music starts at 11 a.m.
And the headliner comes on at
9 p.m.
Yeah, so it's always earlier here, so where you can get over here and listen to his bands first before you beat all the other ones that are playing later at night. Or if you want to have an early night, come out here.
Well, really, what everybody needs to know is one thing you need to come here for every day. I think we're going to start on Saturday. It may be Friday, I'm not sure, but we'll post it up. Is our vibrator races. You can't miss the vibrator races.
Oh, where's that going to be out there?
It's going to be outside of the pavilion, and it's also a charity too. Okay, so this is all for Shriners Hospital.
What time's that going to be during the day?
We have some different times on our stuff. We'll post it up. We're going to have some of them 2 days or 2 times a day. Some of them are.
Is it going to be something I can film? Make it public?
Absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely. It's not that kind of vibrator.
It's G-rated. Well,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, the thought's there.
It's G-rated.
Okay, the thought's there.
Yeah.
All right.
But we're going to have races, and all to raise good money for Shriners Hospital.
All right. And you've completely remodeled everything. You got all new kitchen equipment, new bar, all kinds of new stuff.
80% new kitchen equipment. Pretty much this whole bar area is all brand new. We've been working hard, and then that deck, that deck's going to be really nice if we can get it done.
We'll get it done. Your crew will get it done. They'll probably have it done in 2 days.
Shit, I wish.
All right. So that's Curtis. If you come by, say hi to him. If you see him out here running around, he's the owner of the Knuckle Saloon here. So he's always a great guy. He's Michael Ballard's friend. So him and Michael are really good friends, and they talk a couple times a day. And so what you do, we got a little information there on the Micromania. They are talking. They have not picked any dates yet. So they're pretty cool. Some insight of unscheduled live. So there we go. Right to the owners. That's what we do. Give you the scoop.
Joe Casey says, have you seen the 2026 Super Glide? That's one sweet.
Yes,
scooter.
they have. They just sold one, which will be... Did I put it on the video? I think it's on Monday night's video. They just sold one. They have one more coming in at Black Hills Harley Davidson. So if you want it, call them. Right now, talk to Mike. They'll probably push you off to a salesman. But because now Mike, the guy we've always had on our channel at Black Hills Harley, he is the new GM of Black Hills Harley. He's the man in charge. So it's kind of cool. He's a guy that when he started, he's been there, what, 17 years or something now?
That's probably been longer than that.
He started being that one of those little guys, that kids that stand out in the parking lot telling you to go this way, go this way. He was there and worked his way all the way through the company to being now the GM. And I told him that when we first met him, he was, I don't remember what his first job was, but he got to where he was starting to be in charge of the rally. I think originally he might have been the one that was putting people in the spots at the rally, and then he took over the rally the last couple of years, and he ran the whole show.
I think the first time we had actually met him 7 years ago, he was helping a lot with the rally part, but he was also their PR person, social media.
Oh, that's right, marketing and stuff.
Marketing.
That's it. So he's worked himself all the way up to the GM. So we've got a great connection with him. We are working. He's promised us a veteran bike this year.
There you go.
So
have to keep putting a bug in his ear to remind him.
But he's very busy. He needs help.
Yes,
Sonic, if you're out there and you're listening to this, get him some helpers. You're going to kill that poor boy.
Yes, he's taken a lot on his plate. So he used to do this job, and then he took this on, and then he still kept this job, and then they gave him this job. So then he was doing these 3 jobs,
well,
and now he's GM.
He's also GM for everything, for all their dealerships that they have.
4 stores.
In the 4 stores, and also the Sturgis one. And they also have a big warehouse. He's in charge of all that too. He's a GM of all of that. He said that he would like it if they just had a GM that would take care of the other stores, and they may need to make Tim do that. But Tim's in charge of the sales now on both sides. Tim's been on our channel too a bunch of times. He used to be an Indian guy, and now he's owned an Indian dealership, and now he runs the Sturgis dealership. And so that's pretty exciting. We loved always talking to the owners. We have just got an insight. We should, if all goes well, we get to talk to the new CEO of Indian. Actually, when I was talking to Mike the other day, he actually said he liked the guy. Somebody that's a motorcycle person and all that. Don't worry about all this stuff you hear on the internet and social media about the 2 CEOs and what somebody said about this or somebody said about that. You know, we all say things that don't come out quite the way we want it to. But of course, if I was an Indian or I was a Harley Davidson, I'm going to say, we're going to be the best. We're going to whoop those other guys. We're going to do better. We're going to put more American stuff on. We're going to say all that stuff. And it's just business. They're promoting. They're glad the jobs they have. And it's kind of cool that the 2 CEOs, I'm hoping, which I just told Mike at the dealership, they think the CEO of Harley Davidson's coming out. I said, there you go. You're going to have to let me meet the new CEO too.
Yeah, Hardy Stars.
Yeah. So that would be great that we could get them both on and put both videos maybe on in the same video.
That'd be kind of cool.
Both CEOs talking. You guys could hear both of them talk. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
We're hoping that all comes down. Also, the Indian dealer has a brand new owner. They got bought out by, actually, they've been
McKee Ford.
They've been tried to be bought out several times. What happens is the family that has it, I think somebody got cancer or something, and their health's not real good. Not quite sure what all they have, but they were kind of getting to the point where they needed to get out. They were a family business too, and so they really wanted to sell to somebody. Right now, a whole bunch of big companies have tried to buy them, but the owner really wanted to keep it more small town owner. So the dealership, what's the dealership over there in
McKee Ford?
That's who bought it. I seen them. We're going to get to meet them too. We're going to meet them during the rally too, the new owners. And I think their kids are going to be running the dealership mostly. I think he's got 2 daughters or something. I think one of the daughters and his son-in-law is actually going to be running the dealership more. But Lauren's still in charge. She's still the GM and all that. We just got done talking to her. She'll be coming up on a video this week. So that'll be happening. Let
Curtis
turn the music off for us.
Oh, I don't know.
Got real quiet now.
Yeah.
We got to quiet down and not talk so loud.
Yeah.
So he might have turned it down, which would be great. Thank you, Curtis.
So Devin's on. Wyatt's dad.
Seemed like something I was going to ask him last week when we had the live. There was a question we were going to ask about. I don't remember what it was now because I said, well, Devin, if he comes on, you can ask that question. So if somebody's on, Devin is actually Wyatt's dad of Wyatt's Lemonade. We did a video on him during the Camaro rally. Wyatt is getting really big. I'm going to have to sit down. We're hoping sometime this January or February, I'll have time to go through the videos. We've been actually filming Wyatt since he started 7 years ago. So I'd like to get a clip of every time we talk to him, put it on a video where you could watch him change. First time I barely got 2 words out of him.
Well, he's looked the same to me all these years, just getting a little bigger. But this year, he really he's growing up. Well, he looks like a young man now.
Devin could probably say how much he's grown since last year. But they
Only
showed
America.
it. They just showed a picture. Well, our daughters do the same thing. They take a picture when they go first day of school and last day of school. And
And this year.
we've had some grandsons that done the same thing. That they've sprouted up. It's like I don't know what they're putting in the water nowadays, but two of our youngest grandsons,
Our second and third, they're both
have
about
grown
6 foot.
and plus.
Yeah, 6'1", 6'2". They're tall. So they passed up the oldest one. So number one. So number 2 and 3 are, and then number 4 is pretty tall too. He's going to be right up there. 5-inch growth last year, Devin said.
Okay, that's a big jump.
Yeah, it is.
And because that was my big year.
Good night, Bill.
I grew between 8th grade and freshman year. And
So I think he's going to be in 8th grade next year,
Yeah.
Wyatt. And
Yeah, I
so
think
yeah,
so.
he's not quite in high school yet, but pretty close.
and he's even been on some of the national newses. They had
Mhm.
him on one morning. He had to get up at like at 4 a.m. to get to the radio station.
His mom took him, Robin. Yeah,
And she was. They had to be. Then they had to have the stand open because they.
the Camaro. Robin was
Camaros came
coming
through. It was one of their pit stops for their poker run. And so if you watch that video, we had a bunch of the cars come through. It was kind of cool. We actually hit it at the right plot at the right time.
Yeah, like
And
5 or 6
And then we
came through all
drove
at the same time.
through yesterday, and they were out there, but we had
were
a
across
mission.
the road,
We were
yeah.
trying to get from Black Hills Harley. They had 4th of July Day, so we went out there till lunchtime, and then we wanted to get over and see the Micro Mania midgets at noon, and we were a little late there too and get there. So we kind of honked, but they already had people they were talking to. I don't think they heard the motorcycle horn as we drove
Yeah.
by.
Yeah,
But we had
usually they
a
all
couple
wave,
minutes.
and I don't think he heard it.
Yeah, too much wind.
Yeah,
Blowing
it
the
was
sound
pretty
away.
windy. Yep.
Yeah, I know.
So Joe Casey said, wish they would do a 1980 Wide Glide tribute edition like that. I guess they did to that. The other one he asked about, Super Glide. Neil says, hit that thumbs up button. Bob and Tam are working hard and long hours for all of us. Thank you, Neil.
Yeah, it's been a long week.
Yeah.
Well, it's just that some things don't go right. Right now, I'm kind of getting ahead. We got our 30-day video. We got something special for you guys for 30 days out.
That'll be July
It's
8th.
almost done. We just got to do an ending on it and add one more thing to it, and that'll be done. And I can finalize that. I've already got Monday's video done. So I guess that's what I did today is I worked on, I'm working on the one for
Right.
the Buffalo Chip. He took us around, and Damon did a really good job. He's never really been so open to us, and he was a lot better this time than he's ever been before.
Yeah.
Maybe he's kind of getting used to us now, but it was kind of cool that they took us out.
He's finally warmed up to us.
Yeah, he's starting to take us out. And then we also got Cody. He's going to tell you a little bit about, he's in charge of one of the bike rides that's coming up. And also,
Did we get him on?
I did. I got him
Oh,
that's why I asked you what day the industry dinner was, because that's when I talked to him. I took him over there and I did that. And so I got him.
and we're going to talk to Tony. Tony said, give me a call
And
and we'll
that's
set up a
Tony
date.
is Rod's daughter. She
Yeah.
takes care of all the girl stuff.
The Biker Bells ride and all that. That's usually on Legends rides on Monday. I guess Tuesday must be the Biker Bells.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tuesday or
It's
Wednesday.
too far ahead for me to think.
Yeah, I don't know.
All I know is the Rusty
Wall
Wallace ride's not till Friday. It's going to be leading out of Deadwood.
And that's usually on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's kind of weird this year it's so late. This year the rides have jumped a lot. I had no idea that the Legends ride was over $200 per person.
Even the Chiefs ride this year, but the
I think it's
Chiefs ride, aren't you
$60
supposed to get
a
breakfast
shirt.
and lunch and a shirt?
No, well, I don't think we got breakfast. I think we only got lunch, and I don't know if it's on the list this year to have lunch again or
Oh,
not.
I thought you told me that. I know we always got a shirt, but and
So-
then one year we got a lunch. It was just like cold cuts when you
Which is
got back,
fine.
which was fine. Just something to fill your belly so you get on the road and go where your next stop was.
Well, the money all goes to the kids group. And
It's-
the
I
police
think it's
sponsor.
Pause, isn't it?
Yeah.
The animals. I
No,
thought.
I thought it was the kids thing. I don't know. We'll find out what it is. But that's the Wednesday before the rally starts. So we will be on that ride. That's probably the only ride we will officially ride on with any group. I kind of thought about Pappy Hoyle ride, but Jesse's not here, so we haven't got to talk to him. And Michael, I haven't cornered him yet. Since we've seen him the first time. First time I talked to him like the first couple of days. I caught him every day. And this time I haven't run into him. But this last week we haven't been out there that much because we've had so much other stuff to do.
We had a lot of interviews
And they're not really doing a lot of construction work, so there's not really a lot for me to show you. I've been kind of watching the guy that's building the Wall of Death, and I did get a little bit of footage of that, but he wasn't. They were out there today, but we were already kind of running behind, and so we didn't end up staying out at the full throttle this afternoon. There's a lot of people there for the wrestling. But once that was over, it was like half the people left. And there was a few,
In yesterday's wrestling match, the crowd was more involved. And I don't know if it's because today all the locals that come for the Sunday thing that he always has wasn't expecting this. So they weren't like,
but there was more people today than there has been in quite a while.
I know, but I mean, they just weren't as interactive.
Yeah.
And when they did the thing at the end, and
Well,
like
that's what
you
they
could get to
do
take
is
pictures
they
with them.
do a couple things to raise money. So I don't know if I'm imagining they charge, but the promoter actually, or the guy that's in charge of the group, they're not really the promoter. It's his show, I guess. He said that they were doing this for free, and so they were really lying on the tips. So what they do for $20, you can either hit one of the midgets in the head with the thing, or the midget can hit you in the head with the pan, and it doesn't hurt you.
No, it's really, it's
so
like aluminum pan.
Yeah, it's like $20, and it's all autographed by all of them. And so they do that, and they also take pictures at the end. They all lean up on the stage, the wrestling ring, and you can stand in front of them and they take a picture just for a donation. And so this show, I'll do another Coke. It was really sad for them. It was probably only like 5 people got up, and yesterday almost all the pans were gone.
Yeah.
Almost 20 people did it. And we even filmed because I thought that was Brian's son, but it was Grizzly's son.
Oh,
The one that had the cowboy hat
Oh,
on.
yeah.
I kept thinking, because that's who gave the money,
Oh,
was
yeah.
Brian.
Oh,
So I
okay.
thought that was his son. And then,
No, because I saw him sitting with Grizzly, but I didn't know.
Oh.
I thought maybe it was Kelsey's son. I didn't know.
well, I don't know whose son it is.
Yeah.
It's with them.
But he's the one when they said, "Who's the parent?"
Yeah, that's
he
why I
raised
seen
his
it.
hand.
And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't realize. So I filmed him.
And he said
'Cause
he's from Nebraska.
Some of the
North
kids
Dakota.
that I tried to take a picture of, I tried to get it where you don't see the kid's face. You see the back of their head and then hitting the wrestler. So it's kind of fun. And, but they're always a really good time. And if I was hoping that the guys that do the construction work, Joe and all those guys that we've seen on our channel, they were going to be there today, because they would have got it going. They would have got the crowd
Yeah.
going and all that. And they didn't have anybody. Well, I didn't. When nobody wanted to come up and even take a picture, I even said something. Hey, everybody come up here and get a picture with these guys. I said, give them a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And get it on your phone, and they'll take it for you. And it was just kind of sad today compared to yesterday.
Yeah, it was totally.
At the first, I
different
thought,
crowd.
well, maybe they're not coming up because I'm filming too. So I walked away and said, let them take their pictures, let them make some money. And but yeah, and now they're selling T-shirts and all this. They had a T-shirt that says,
Save a horse, ride a midget.
yeah. And then I only put up with midgets to this height, so there must be a height on the shirt. That's how high a normal midget is. And so it was just some of the stuff that they were saying was pretty cool. And they had some cool shirts and stuff you could buy. I don't know how much stuff they sold, but we filmed it. It's going to be in the video. I don't know if it's on tomorrow's video or not. I don't know if I put it in. I did put it in there. You can see it. And you can probably go online and buy it if you want to have it before you come to the rally, if they show up. And I think they'll be here.
Yeah.
That's what Curtis said. He had to find a place for it. I said, hell, they should just clean a little bit of this out here
Yeah,
and put the ring right here.
could do that. Yeah.
And just for one day. And,
So Neil wants to know what's on my shoulder. It's KT tape. I hurt my shoulder, and
a long time ago.
I've been going to the chiropractor.
And he recommended that.
and been putting this on. All my boys use it. They're all
For
my
your muscles.
grandsons. Yeah, it's just supposed to help keep.
Well, what
those-
happened is we don't know what had happened. If it was when we were for the grandson's car, it did sell. We got 10 grand out of it, and not bad. Probably could have got a little more, but I mean that's fine. Sold it for 10,000. And
But when we were working on it to clean it up, I did the headlights. I cleaned them because they were that nasty yellowish
yeah.
tint. So it said if you sanded it, wet sanded with all these different.
They were better, but they still weren't never did.
No, but I mean they were a lot clearer. They didn't have that yellow tint to
So
them.
then
But I
we
think that's
also-
what did it.
we also moved we brought the golf cart, which ends up being, I think we're going to end up sleeping right down by the office, which we really didn't need the golf cart after all, but that's fine. So she decided she'd rather have a golf cart if we're going to stay up where we're at instead of, a lot of times we like to take a shower in the shower house. It's just more room, things like that. If it's rainy or cold, it's easier to take it in the RV, but it's easier to go down there and do it. So we normally, every night we usually go down there. Well, when we're at the other end and it's late at night, we don't want to walk all that way. We just
Or
jump in the
take the
truck.
bike or take.
And so we figured, bring the golf cart and we can zip around on that. Plus we can zip around the campground with it and stuff like that. So we brought that and left her bike at home, and I only brought my bike. My bike's running like crap. So I got to talk to Speeds and see when they get here if we can get it in right away. And I think the tune's gone off. And I don't know why, which is what I'm going to ask them. Why would the tune, once you've set it, how could it, unless there's something going wrong with the ECM and that it's not holding it. Because right now it runs as bad as my 89 engine I had on my bike. It's got no power at all. I got to downshift even on the highway if I go up a hill. And it pings like it sounds like it doesn't sound like a crank's going to come out, but it's like if anybody ever had that, used to be cars that had really high octane. If you put regular gas in it, you step down on it, it would ping real bad. And this is doing it really bad.
Well, it almost sounds to me like, if you run over a road that's just been freshly chipped in oil and how it hits the bottom, how it goes ting, 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 ting,
That's what they call it, pinging.
ting, ting. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's just, I don't know what it is.
So I think once we get it tuned and get it running better, I can kind of figure out what's going on. Because I think some of that pinging noise is what I've been hearing in the motor making noises. So when I talk to Speeds, before they get here, I'll give them a call. This is the time to think about it. If you want to get anything done to your bike, like say you want to go to All About Customs, you want to get a fat tire kit, you want to get some handlebars, you want to get air ride, it's good.
Center stand.
Yeah, it's good now to call them and set the information up, send them a deposit or whatever they want. So that way your parts are here, they're guaranteed to be here. Maybe you're not going to get here till last Friday. Well, that stuff would all be there. It's not uncommon at these rallies that they run out of stuff. Joey ran out of air ride kits. Was it air ride kits he ran out of
Something
in Daytona? That he could have sold more, but he didn't have any more to sell. And
I think
so
center stands at Panama City they ran out of too. A couple of rallies they ran out of.
And there's other times we've heard other vendors that have run out of parts and stuff like that because you never know what you're going to sell. So you try to bring a variety, and if you got a lot of stuff you're bringing, you get a variety. Now, if it runs something that runs out the first weekend, you can sometimes have it, overnight shipped to them,
Right.
FedEx, or shipped to them from Amazon or something like that. It takes 2 days here. You can't get overnight here, but because they got rid of the warehouse, they had UPS is now called rural area now. I didn't know that. Heard that yesterday. That they closed down we had the same thing in our town. We lost our UPS.
Yeah, we used to be able to
office.
get things like if you order it one day, you got it the next day. Now it's at least 2 days, if not more. So Don 951 says, hello, Bob and Tim, everyone. I have been enjoying all the Sturgis coverage. Saul Fools is on. I don't know if I said his name right. Him and Carla said they got 28 days till they'll be out here to Sturgis with us. You should check and see if you'll be here, I think, for the Chiefs ride. Go on the Chiefs
Wednesday.
ride with us. The Wednesday before the rally.
Now go online and book it.
Janice says she's got to go. So see you later, Janice. Hopefully you're still on. Nicholas is on and he wanted to know how we are. We're fine. I said hi to you earlier. You might not have heard me, but he might have been talking. But Nicholas is the one that works down here at one of the shops.
It's that tattoo place.
Yeah. No. At one of the clothing ones.
Oh,
I don't know if
okay.
it's Mavericks or
I
the
think we
one
stopped
next
there
to
a
it.
couple times. But he's never
We
there.
did, and he was never there. So I finally left him a sticker. Oh, and did we show him? I guess we showed him last time, huh?
We do have new stickers. They have came in. They are. She's going to show you it. It's our 250th for this year. She's got us flying on an eagle. She made that.
Yep.
Any complaints? It's her fault. So she did all that herself on Canva. Made her own sticker. And she got another one she wants to do with the dog. I haven't decided on that one yet. So we'll see what all happens. We still have our thing that we want to do out at the Badlands. That's going to either be next week or the following week. We have to see how it goes. Probably next week because I think next week's going to be better. We don't have as much to do next week. After that, we start getting into the adventure bike week, the 3-wheel rally. All that's going to be kicking in, and then right after that, rally kicks in. So the next 3 weeks are
It's going to go by fast.
Yes. So we really only have next week to kind of get some
And then
of
we
these
have left
loose
at the
ends.
Badlands. We got a special treat for you out of the
That's what I just
Badlands.
said.
Oh, I didn't hear
I
you
said
say
they might do
Badlands.
it this week instead of next week.
Oh,
I said we might have to move it up. So that's all going on. So this week we're probably going to run around the lot trying to get all the little things done that we need to do to try to get you guys more information on some of the different things going on. I've got a lot of footage that you haven't
Hey,
even
Steven.
seen yet that we still need to get up and going for you guys. But yeah, it is warm today. We got around 100 degrees here today in Sturgis.
warmest I saw in the truck said 101, but I just thought because we were in the truck, but it's warm.
And but I mean, it's not really sweaty hot like Florida or Georgia or
Like I
something
said,
like
I don't
that.
think the humidity's kicked up yet. I think it's getting warm, but the humidity's not here yet. Hopefully the humidity will stay away. This weather is not bad. I like this. This is warm and the sun's out, but I don't like it when
We're
it's humid.
We're gonna go swimming in the creek later if we get done early.
What do you think? You can bring your suits.
Who needs suits? You're out here in nature.
Mhm.
Out here with the wild
It'd be
animals.
like jumping in Colorado River,
The water's not that deep.
but it's cold. It's just probably as cold.
Could be. So the grasses are starting to dry out here. I've
Not much
noticed it.
rain.
Yeah. So I've noticed that
Still windy.
right outside of our trailer now is kind of crunchy. So if you're bringing a tent, be prepared. We did go through the other day. Somebody was asking about getting some shots of some of the places you could put tents at the buffalo chip. So I went through, not the video that we're doing right now. It's another video that's going to come up that's going to show you. He shows you a little bit in this video, but we actually got up close and showed you some. Actually, some tents were there during the Jeep week. So we'll
Jeep
show you
freedom.
that. That wasn't too bad. We just we started out fine, and then we were going to go up to the lookout, and one of the guys that worked for the promoter told us they didn't need us there anymore. They didn't want us. They had their own equipment, and he don't know. So we pretty much didn't really do a whole lot
Hey,
with
Mom.
them.
Are you coming out this year? I think they are.
And so we went over there the other day to see their vendors, but it was sad because they went out to see the center of the continental U.S. or whatever out there in
Belfuse.
and they were supposed to come back around 11:30. They left at 8. We weren't really ready to go at that early in the morning. So by the time we got over there, we kind of sat around for an hour waiting for them to show up. Then we went and came back. Well, it was kind of a day that there was hail out in spring spearfish and rain around in the area. So they might have gotten some rain and held up. But we stood around there until probably 1 or 2 o'clock. They never did really get a good
A
crowd.
few came back. I mean, one would come back and then 10, 15 minutes later, another would drive through. But we thought they would all come back like they all left, and they didn't do that. So probably should have been there for the takeoff instead of the ending. But we can't be everywhere.
Yeah.
And I need my sleep.
So that's kind of how that all went. So
A
we
lot of
didn't really
people say
cover.
they want their stickers.
So we didn't do a lot
Run
with,
wild,
uh,
Nicholas.
with the Jeeps like I thought we were going to do. The rest of it that we have, we're going to end up putting on the car channel. Because the one video we put up with Rod talking and also them talking, it really sucked. It really hurt the channel. It put my views down. So we really needed to stick right now with
Rally
motorcycle stuff, rally stuff during the rally here. So that's what you'll see the rest of this. Anything that we film that will be, well, there really is nothing else car related that's coming up now.
Well, they do that drifting if you ever go out to Thunderdome.
Yeah, we might show some of that during the rally, but it'll only be seconds of that. You're not going to see a lot.
And I
of
mean,
that.
you could film some of that now for the car channel later.
Yeah, could. There's also something just came up. Oh, the Buffalo Chip is going to have some car drifting.
Rifle.
No, they're having a drifting thing during the rally. They call it van something, and then they got a picture of a guy in a car that builds vans or something. I really didn't get it. It was on Facebook today. I really didn't get what they were trying to say, other than the guy is a drifter where they drift the cars, slide them and stuff. But I didn't really get what it meant. But he's only going to be out there like 2 or 3 days in the middle of the week. So I mean, that's all going to be up top. So this year they're going to have at the Buffalo Chip a lot of things going on up there in the free section. So everything up by the big engine bar, all the way down to the box office, all of that is stuff you can get to without having a wristband. You can also get down to Camp Zero, but you do need a camping pass if you want to camp at Camp Zero.
Yes.
There's no free tents down there. You can't pay. Well, you can pay per day, but it'll be that $100 and something a day. Or you can buy. A lot of them have got 3-day passes now. That's going on.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm not sure if kickstands, if they sell other than one a day
Daily
pass or a
pass.
weekly pass. I don't know if they do 3-day
What did
passes.
they say? If you go to kickstands,
No,
and
that was only for that day.
oh,
That was for locals.
hmm.
If you gave blood, they gave you
Oh,
a pass
that's what it was.
for free to get in.
Well, your driver's license is your local.
That was for that one day.
I know.
And you had to register online. I didn't know nothing
I
about
remember
it.
they said something,
Yes.
but I didn't remember
That's
what they said.
It was a local thing. If you were here now, you could have done it. But nothing wrong with kickstands. I'm glad they can do this and charge money. Kind of like the Full Throttle's doing now. You know, they're charging money to get in to see the big acts. I don't know. I'm one of these people that typically I wouldn't spend the money to see these acts because to me it's not worth. Well, it's like right now they want like $500 almost a ticket. By the time you put taxes and everything on it, there's not anybody, these concerts I really want to see, that I'm willing to pay $1,000 for us to go see them. Now, which is what I said. If I was going to do, now, if I was staying at the Buffalo Chip, of course, we're going to get 2 passes and we're going to pay for the campsite and all that. But I would have done that at the beginning of the year when they first came out, which 2020 we did that. It was about $1,800 for our passes and our campsite and everything else. Okay, I just wrote that all off as camping. I didn't really put it down as going to the concert. But if I'm not staying there and to go over there and pay $250 or whatever they were selling, $275 to see the concerts, once again, I'm not going to stand in the dirt. I'm not going to stand the whole night, which one, she can't do that. And the year 2020, we had the golf cart, so she could sit in the golf cart, and that worked out really well. Typically, out of all the rallies we've been to since the day we started, we have never seen a concert from start to finish other than when the golf cart was there.
Yeah.
Even when we used to go to California,
That
the
was,
ZZ Top concert, we never sat and watched all that.
No.
So, yes, we normally don't. I want a comfy seat. I want to sit close. And I want to be able to go to the bathroom when I want. I want to be able to wash my hands with real running water. I'd like to get, well, typically we don't eat at a concert, but whatever drinks I want to get, I want to be able to get them. That's the bad thing about, when we used to go to the Full Throttle, and this is a long time ago when they had the old one, concert night, we'd go over there for Jackal or whatever was going on. And the bottle was ice cold. Then as soon as you took a swig out of it, the beer was just like cool. It wasn't cold. And because they
Room temperature.
Yeah, because a lot of times they dump them in just a couple hours before the concert. And typically, if you go to a concert indoors, normally a lot of times it's draft. So it's already coming through the lines. It's already cold. Or it's stuff that's already been in coolers, and then they put it in. So I think most of the venues, it's kind of like here. If you look over here behind us, there's a bunch of coolers with beers in them. Well, if you went in here right now to get a beer out of here to go drink outside, it's already cold because it's already been in there for more than 24 hours. Well, that's what I said. So I just don't, it drives me really crazy that there's so many people that won't decide to come to any rally till they've heard who the concert's going to be. That just, I don't understand that. I don't know. I guess one of the things is I don't come here for the music. That wasn't ever my intentions of ever coming to a motorcycle rally. The very first time we came to the old Full Throttle, we probably wanted to hear Jesse from Jackal, but we left on Thursday, so we never heard of him. But we did hear some of the concerts that they had out there. I don't remember who any of them even were.
I think it was Clint Black was one night.
I don't think Clint Black was ever out there.
And
maybe Travis Tritt.
No, I don't know. But anyway, it was, that's what Chip says. I'm with you, Bob. Too old for all that stuff anymore. Yeah. Nicholas says knuckle or big tent. Knuckle lot or big tent. I don't know what that means. Or at knuckle lot in a big tent. Oh, I guess that's where he's at. That's the best part of the rally. Come in for music, come for riding, come for lemonade, come for whatever you like. That's right. Everybody comes for different reasons, and some people are into the music. So,
but you look at some of the sets.
That's what he always says. That's like the icing on the cake. That's
if it was something like, there's a couple bands I wouldn't mind seeing. We like to see Sammy Hagar, but if we're gonna sit there and listen to all of Sammy Hagar, no. We'll hear a couple of songs of his, and we'll adios out of there. Unless there's a bunch of people there that we know and they want to talk to us, and we hang around a little while. But staying till midnight probably isn't going to happen, because they're probably not coming on until 9 or 10 o'clock to start with the headliners. So other than here, they come on at 9. So typically most of these start at 10, and it's going to be after midnight before you finally get out of the venue. Well, in our case, depending on how my videos are doing, I still might have to get back into a video that night for tomorrow's video. So I don't know. So typically there's a couple of country artists here. Iron Horse has got a couple that look like they're worth hearing if you're a country person, like to hear country music. And so, like I say, I don't know. But I mean, there's not any, I'm not into the Insane Posse clown people. I'm not into that Young Blood guy.
ICP.
I'm not into, what's the guy that's, that was the one Monkey was at that everybody was crazy.
Rod Zombie.
Yeah, Rod Zombie. He's out at the Full Throttle. I'm not into him. Most of these bands, I'm really no interest in hearing to start with.
Saliva and that Mud Puddle or Death Puddle or
whoever
That
Puddle.
5 finger
Puddle.
punch.
Yeah, Puddle.
Puddle of mud. Puddle of mud.
Yeah,
I
there you
think
go.
that's it.
That's it.
And Tesla and all
let's see
them,
what we
those are past our
Buffalo Chips
time.
concerts for 2026. Let's look through the concerts. We'll talk about that today. We'll go through some of these venues. Okay, so we'll just go through the concerts. So August 7th, I was really excited about David Lee Roth until a bunch of people told me, listen to him on YouTube. So I listened to him on YouTube and I was like, okay, I don't think I'm going to see this guy. August 8th is Megadeth, not into that. We would like to go see the bare knuckle fighting. We've never seen that. The 9th is Hairball and that Youngblood. You know, Hairball's okay. Youngblood, I've listened to his music. I have no interest in hearing anything he's got. I don't know why they say he's a panty dropper guy. I don't know. If you're a woman.
You know who he reminds me of? Just seeing all the pictures of him around town. He reminds me of Marilyn Manson. I don't know. He's just skinny and tall and long stringy hair. And I guess the attitude he kind of presents himself with. I don't know.
So August 10th, it's POD and Skillet. Both those two really don't have any interest in hearing either one of those two. The 11th is Leonard Skinner. We heard him a couple years ago. That'd be all right to hear him, but I'm not crazy about him. Lainey Wilson, I wouldn't mind seeing. Collective Soul, maybe, but probably not. Buck Cherry, I was kind of disappointed with Buck Cherry because when we wanted to hear Crazy Bee, they played it at the end of the thing and you couldn't even tell it was a song they were singing. 14th, the Drowning Pool. And then the 15th is the Iron Maidens. I don't have any interest. There's my thoughts on that. If you guys want something, you like some of those bands, let us know. Let me look here at Full Throttle and see what they've got. Full Throttle Saloon bands for Sturgis Rally. So
they said 2020 was August 7th through the 16th also.
It is. It comes around every now and then. So many years it does come around.
I guess every 6 years or so.
Yeah, because it's the calendars work that way. That's a Buffalo Chip. I think I said Full Throttle.
You did say Full Throttle. There it is.
Okay, so they start out with, I guess they don't have the dates on theirs. So they're having Blackberry Smoke, probably the first night. Then they're going to have Sammy Hagar and Friends. It's going to be with Nigel and Heat. So Nigel is actually Jesse's son, Nigel.
Okay.
A lot of people have said good things about this guy. I looked him up. I guess he's wrote a lot of songs for artists, but I've never really heard the guy. It's Jamie Johnson. He's country. Maybe I might hear him open. I don't know. The next day is going to be 38 Special. I wouldn't mind seeing 38 Special, but they're going to have Lita Ford is going to open up. Also Moonshine Bandits. A lot of people like Moonshine Bandits. I've never heard them. I don't know anything about them. I wouldn't mind seeing Miranda Lambert. They're going to have Count 77. So that would be kind of neat. We haven't seen Count 77 in a long time. That's the same person that owns Counting Cars. Used to be on TV.
Danny.
Yeah. Then they're going to have Rob Zombie. Not interested. Jackal. I don't know. Last couple times we've seen Jackal, it was almost like the same show, nothing new.
We've seen him several times, and
well, there's a lot of songs I like they don't play. Like a couple years ago, which has been a while now, that they came up with that song Rally. Yeah, I really like that song, but they don't even put it in the set no more. They did that year, but they never did it after that. Then the last weekend is going to be that Insane Posse. It's neat to go there just to see the crazy people.
It's kind of like Kiss used to do. Like people would dress up and look like
the Kiss Army.
They would do that for this Insane Clown Posse.
Bands at Iron Horse in Sturgis during rally. So let's see what the Iron Horse has.
They had a country guy, didn't they? I'll be back.
No, it's you, huh?
Yep. That's my fourth one.
Okay, so they've got Static X with Dope. I don't know who that is. Now, I looked up this Randy Houser, and ends up this guy's got like 5 or 6 hits in the last couple of years. I was very impressed with. I might like to go see him. It's Saturday, which is probably the same night that Sammy Hagar is. Then they're going to have that Waka Flocka Flame, which was a craziness down at Suck Bang Blow this year. That's Sunday. Monday, they're having Quiet Riot. I think I've seen them. Not sure. Then they're going to have on Friday, they're going to have Sammy Kershaw. And then they're going to have Black Hawk on Saturday. So they've still got some days they need to still fill. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. They have nothing for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Well, I think they're going to have one of those bands too So let's see what the Knuckles got here. Music that the Knuckles Saloon will have during Sturgis Rally. And of course, it's not even recording what I'm telling it to say. Headliners for the Knuckles Saloon in Sturgis during Rally. So let's see what they got. Oh, of course, it doesn't show me anything. Of course, the Knuckle doesn't show up. Might have to go to their page. Let's see if they got anything on their website. Events, upcoming events. Okay, they're going to have that Arena Rock, which is similar to Hairball, but younger people doing it. Never seen them. We always want to say we are. That's going to be the 7th and the 8th. Then they're going to have Tony Lee and the Mustang Sally Band. She's a woman, and they say they're really good. You're going to have Colt Ford. He's been here a couple of times. Then they're going to have that Mustang Sally again on Tuesday. Wednesday, same band. Thursday, same band. That's bull riding. That's all they've got down right now here at the Knuckle. So here at the Knuckle and also over at the Iron Horse are all free shows. But if you want to go to the Full Throttle Saloon or you want to go to the Buffalo Chip, you've got to have a wristband. Now, if you're staying there camping, you get general admission. Now, this year at the Full Throttle, they have extended the decking far out at the for the music. They now have it going. It's kind of like the Buffalo Chip. You can now go forward more about pretty much where if you look at the overhead where the decking is, where the steps come down at, you're going to be able to go that far. So you'll be pretty close to the front. And I think it's because they've putting more stuff inside. The Wall of Death now is on that the second patio. So when you first come out is the first patio. It's been there for a long time. Last year, the second patio that they built is the decking, or is the patio that was for general admission only. And then you had to pay to get in all the other sections and up on the roof, up on the scaffolding up there that they have. So they've enlarged that now, which is great. And I like it that they've done that. You should be able to get down to the barbecue stand now and get barbecue. We don't know what's going on with that. They didn't have barbecue again Sunday. We're going to try to figure out that next week and find out if they're even going to have barbecue this year. There is no guarantee. Something's going on there with the barbecue. Like I said, we haven't caught up with Michael. Maybe tomorrow we might be able to chase him down. I don't know. We'll see how that does. Bike shows and stuff. You know, I don't know if I'm going to talk about bike shows or not. Just for the fact there is a crap load of them. If we get people that want to talk about them, like with the guy at the Buffalo Chip, whoever's taking care of it this year, if they want to tell us about the ones, that's fine. You can go online and look. There's a lot of different ones going on. You know, the monkey likes to go to the one at the Iron Horse. It's amateur builders build bikes. Another one of our friends here, he just built a bike. He's got a small YouTube channel. He's bringing a bike in that he built. Whatever. You know, it's not like Willie's Chopper Time Show. That's really the only bike show I really like to go to. Most of these bike shows, I'll go and check them out. We'll film some of them, but that's kind of the extent of it. If you got a bike that's going to be in a show, let us know. We'll be happy to come by and film you and your bike and talk about it. That, you know, I love that. I love to be able to, that's kind of why I like to go to the bike shows. I like people to talk about their bikes. You can look at them and, you know, but I mean, a lot of times people buy a bike, like we had a couple this year and Willie's Chopper Time Show that people bought a bike that was already done. It's kind of like me. If I would take my bobber bike in to it and, you know, maybe I'll end up pulling the heads off but I didn't build the bike itself. I do a bunch of modifications to it to get it where it's at, but I'm not going to be the builder of the bike. So, you know, like the monkey's doing. The monkey's kind of taking the bike from a frame and going all the way up on it. How he's getting those done so fast, I don't know. Because even if I was not doing this, he's got a job. So I don't know how in a few weeks he can get a bike put together, because he kind of started on this, the one he's got now, I think he started right after Daytona, if I'm not mistaken. And it's done, it's already been done for a little while. So that's pretty quick. So if that's March, March, April, May, June, 4 months. If you had a shop and you could do it all the time, then yeah, it'd be pretty easy to get it done. But to be able to go through the motor, go through the frame, and do all the stuff he's doing a good job. I keep telling him every time we're down in Florida, I'd love to come by his house and help him with one of his bikes or something, just to kind of see what he's all doing, because he doesn't always show you, which is tough. You could, because he's probably like me. I'm not really a do-it-yourselfer to show you a lot of things that I do. Some stuff I do show, but a lot of the stuff I don't, because I'm kind of like, I worked on the grandson's truck. I did all kinds of stuff. I did body work. I fixed the bumper. Actually, I can't be shocked because the paint didn't perfectly match. All the people looked at the car, and nobody said anything about the bumper that I fixed. So, but I didn't film any of that. I didn't film. I got the staple gun. I put it together. I sanded it. I put the goop on it. I did all that stuff I was supposed to do. It's pretty smooth. I did it a couple times, but the paint, it got painted by Earl Shives and it didn't match. So I went back and got the factory color paint and put it on there and shot a little clear coat on it, and nobody said nothing. So I must have done a better job than I thought.
There you go.
So that is what it is. So, I was just talking about Monkey, how when we started talking about bike shows, that I said I'm probably not really going to go through and tell everybody where all the bike shows are at. If you're somebody that wants to go to a bike show, just do your looking. But we talked about the Monkey's, he likes that builder one at the Iron Horse, and that's the same one. Who did we talk to yesterday? He built a bike, got a YouTube channel too.
Oh, he's going to put it in the Dennis Kirk one. That's Charlie from Spokes and Stokes. Spokes and Stokes. Or Stoke and Spokes. One of those two like that.
But he's going the same one that Monkey's going to.
Michael Wright says that's what makes Sturgis so great. There's something for everyone.
Yep.
Chip says Full Throttle has a better lineup than the Chip this year, and his thoughts. TC Dixon, I probably can't hear me. It could be Elton John, like the 100th anniversary in Milwaukee. Jekyll just screamed, Steven says.
Yeah. I think he drinks too much during the show.
Something, Papa. The rally stage has decent music sometimes. The Rally Point stage. Oh, downtown.
Yeah.
There's a lot of locals and stuff. Did you do Curtis's lineup?
Yeah. He didn't really have as many. Kurt Ford, and he's got those Mustang girl, that girl singing with the Mustang group. They got like 3 nights, and then he's got that band that sounds like Hairball. He's got them for Friday and Saturday night. I can't think of what they were called. I said it. So I kind of went through the bands, and we talked about which ones are free and which ones cost you. So kind of depends on what you want. I come out here for a couple of things. One, I love the riding, and I love being out here. Sturgis, not just Sturgis, but the Black Hills, South Dakota. It is such a welcoming community. People don't give you a hard time. People are happy to help you if you got questions. It's very relaxing. Now, it does change during the rally because you get people that come in here that don't work here, don't live here, and they come here to work. So you could end up with a bad attitude or something like that. And that's not uncommon because that's what you see anywhere you go. But overall, we didn't really see this till we started the channel. Because when we came out the first time, we were out here for 3 weeks. We used to come, when we rode out here, we were out here for 1 week, and that was it. We rode out 3 days, rode 3 days home, had an extra day just in case we had any trouble getting home. And so that's kind of how we did it. But I mean, there's so much to do, so much to do. And that's one of the reasons we try to show all of you guys and do the channel like we do to help you with things that you might need. Hey, I don't know what I can do. Can I do a ride like this? Can we do this? Can we do that? And we should do, which we don't really do. I always think about it after we've left, is we should take the time that we started, the time that we ended, and how many miles it actually was. And say, hey, we stopped for lunch and we ate for 15 minutes. We stopped and did this, or we did that, or we did this, to where you could kind of plan a day. Because I don't always put the same day worth of stuff. It's like the buffalo chip. That's going to be on the video. It's going to come out probably Tuesday if I get it done in time. But I mean, that's not all we did that Tuesday. We had a lot of other things we did. When we first started this, we just filmed whatever we did today, you see tomorrow. And so that is possible. Now, some days it is like that. If all goes well, I'm going to try to put together all the video, because we had some people yesterday that we talked to that aren't motorcycle people, but they're staying here for the next few months. And they want to know where all the restaurants were at. instead of me rattling them off all the time. So I'm thinking I might go back through the clips and cut out all the different places that we ate and throw them onto one video and say, hey, here's a restaurant video. We got a bunch of places we need to go to that we haven't. We have to go to that place in Keystone that the owner has that we went to before. Wasn't overly impressed. The monkey went there. Place on the hill.
Slaughterhouse.
That new owner there, we just met somebody that knew him. We just went to, which we didn't eat there, a new place called 385.
Or 385.
That was a cool place. Probably won't eat there. I got a video that we just did. No, it's going to come up on the 30th video. The one that was out there at the 44. When we stopped, the gas station's been closed forever because the guy got killed on a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
And I ended up going to that bar. I put some of that on the 30th video.
That was,
Something Happy Bar.
it was called Rock Rim.
Happy Bar.
Happy Bar?
No, it's Rock Rim Happy Bar.
Oh.
That's the name of it.
And,
I had to look
and,
back at the sign to make sure.
in the Pactola Marina, got the shirt on today. Got to put that on there.
It's on there. I talked about it. And well, I didn't show the food on that one, but I think we are. I don't know if I already did a video with that or not. I don't know. But we talked about that when we first got here, where that was at and all that. So that's something we might put together. But I mean, it's when people look at us and they go like, well, first of all, we were screwed up because the first 2 weeks we were here, it was cold and rainy. And I'm not going out of,
In the rain if we don't have to.
I mean, we got soaked the other day and it didn't pour down rain right before we pulled into campground. And that rain was ice cold. Might as well have been snow. And I had pulled underneath the overpass. We got off the highway and I looked at her and said, you want to just started sprinkling. And I said, you want to put on rain gear? And she's like, whatever you want to do. And I'm like, well, we're not that far. We're not even half a mile probably from the campground. And once we got to the top of the hill to get in the campground, it poured. Not poured that I couldn't see, but it was big drops. So by the time we got off, we weren't soaked, but we were wet enough. Somebody had
Had to change clothes.
rain hair.
Yep, I had to dry my hair.
Said do some style in there.
I was going to go to bed with it wet. It was getting late. But it was wet. I think a few more people said something. Let me see here.
She's gonna check the comments, see what's going on. See that great decor behind us, some beer signs, and
Saul says he loves the Chip because it's a good place to party and music and rides. Best mix. Chip says, I love riding so much out here. I moved here when I retired. There you go. Saul says, you guys are amazing since I started following you 6 years ago, and you guys have always had the best info and correct
info.
swell. I don't know what it's supposed to say. And great to ride with. Maybe meant a great couple. And great and correct as well, maybe. And a great to ride with. So, yeah. So if you come out, we'll have to do the Chiefs ride with us.
So we'll have a lot of things going on during the rally. If people want to go out riding with us, right now we're thinking about Tuesday going out to Hewlett, afternoon ride.
For them too.
And that, I mean, it's not the end of the world. We don't see them till then.
The Tuesday of the rally?
No, I mean, if that's the only day we get to talk to him,
Oh.
that we just film it and he says hi, just kind of like I just did to Curtis. Just throw the camera in front of his face, say a few things. But I mean, if we don't get out there, we don't get out there. It's not the end of the world. Most people know about the ham jam. We're not doing ham jam. We try not to do the exact same things every year. Now, of course, there's some places we're always going to do. One year I did not do Custer State Park, which is kind of shocking. I never did it that year. But typically I always do, which we still need to get back out to Custer one more time. We have kind of made it through Hill City now and also Keystone a couple times. So I don't know if we'll end up going back through there. We've done Iron Mountain and Needles Highway. I didn't really go back through it again because the camera ended up with a bug on it and I didn't get very good footage of it. And so I would like to do those again.
You had my camera?
Yeah, but you don't film all the way through. I just wanted some videos of all the way through. And I thought we was going to get a new camera. Somebody had wrote me and wanted to send us out something. And I'm like, I want to know what kind of videos we do. And I told the guy what we did. And he then wrote me back after the second time I wrote him. So the first time I ended up writing back on him on his personal email, just sent it to him. Because that was that. So he says, please respond on the email you got sent. So he wanted to know what kind of video we do, what kind of cameras we basically use. I didn't say we use the Insta360 now because I've only been using that lately, and I'm not really over impressed. Maybe I'll kick the the resolution up higher. It's on 4K. It says it'll do 5.7. Maybe I'll kick it up and see if it gets any better. But it's been getting, doesn't see it on that film, but when I'm looking at the screen, it's like it doesn't look like it's in focus or something. It's like technical difficulty, like an old TV did when it had static or something.
Snow, when it had snow.
Well,
in
it's just like, it was like, I mean, this would look like it's black and white, and then this would be, or like a negative, and then this would be, it would kind of jump around. And so I'm not really quite sure what that's doing, but I haven't used the thing
much.
This is probably the most I've ever used it. We bought it.
Did the drone more this year too.
Yeah, we used the drone for the campground.
Some places don't change. No reason to redo every year. That's what XM Biker says.
Yeah.
TJ Dixon says during the rally, it's totally different places and something to experience outside the rally days.
Correct.
It's a place to ride in some of the best roads in the U.S.
Yeah. What makes this such great riding? Some people will say that, oh, I love this road. I love that one. It's so much better than that road. The difference here is there is hundreds of road you could ride on. And
really, there isn't any better.
There isn't any place that I've ever been that has this much great riding. That's why I always said the closest thing to it, which we haven't really been able to spend that much time there, is Eureka Springs down there in the Ozarks. You can't count Lake of the Ozarks and you can't really count Branson. Both of those, Lake of the Ozarks, I'm not even quite sure why they even call that Lake of the Ozarks. It's really, I don't know, you need to look at a map. I just don't,
probably the
I don't know if it's
tip of the Ozarks.
because it's
not that maybe the Ozark Mountains, but
a map of the Ozarks.
The region.
Because it goes into Arkansas and all that. Here we go. Here's a map here. Let's see. I can't even read it, so blurry. Poplar Bluffs considered in it. That's like Potosi.
Potosi.
I need a better map than that. Let's see if this one shows me anything. Oh, that one's better. Poplar Bluff. We got to get up here. They show Osage Beach is in central Missouri Ozarks. But if you get down to Eureka Springs is in the Arkansas Ozarks and Boston Mountains. I don't know, that's just kind of weird. But it's just like when you get to the Lake of the Ozarks, it's kind of like put Rolla too. Rolla I wouldn't say is in the Ozarks either.
No.
Jefferson City I wouldn't say is in the Ozarks either. But Osage Beach, if it wasn't for Lake of the Ozarks, it wouldn't exist because it's a boating community and that's what it's for. It's probably one of the biggest boating towns on Lake of the Ozarks.
I think it's one of the biggest lakes in the continent of the U.S., excluding the Great Lakes. But I mean, a man-made lake, I guess, is what you would say.
Corps of Engineers.
It doesn't look that big, but there's so many coves and fingers to it that the coastal region.
It's one of the best. If you're want to do skiing, it's probably one of the best areas to water ski. Because what it is, you get down into those coves and it's so calm, it's unreal. Now you get out into the lake, there's some waves. But we had a lot of lakes where we used to live, Carlisle Lake, and a lot of these places like that. You almost get killed in the waves.
Red Lake had a lot of trees.
So this is probably one of the better skiing things. But I mean, you can get down into a cove if you want to fish or whatever you want to do, and maybe never see anybody all day long. It's that big. I don't know.
Paducah. We used to go down to Paducah Lake.
Yeah, there goes the
Kentucky.
How many miles of shoreline is Lake of the Ozarks?
You lost his ticket.
My receipt.
Did you already pay?
No. It's 1,150 miles of shoreline, 55,000 acres.
It's long and skinny. And like I said, if you ever looked at a picture of it.
Ranking in lakes, where does Lake of the Ozarks rank in 1 to 100?
In the U.S., you should have said.
It's probably only going to give me U.S. Number 4, overall top 100 major lakes in the United States. States as cleanliness. Well, that's cleanliness. Ranks among the cleanliness. What are the top 20 largest lakes? Let's see what that is. Captain C. Oh, that's not even in America. Lake Superior. Lake Erie. I just go look and see. All right. Oops. In ranking in the United States, how big is Lake of the Ozarks? Try it again. It says 60th among the largest lakes. Now let's see if they put man-made initially state ranking. Well, they give me a list of
You should say man-made lakes.
in man-made lakes in the United States. How does Lake of the Ozarks rank? It still just gives me all this. I think it doesn't make a difference. We've been in some. List of inland lakes in the United States by rankings. I'll get rid of. There we go. Still give me all that. Lake of the Ozarks.
Top man-made lakes in the continent U.S., excluding the Great Lakes.
Great Salt Lake is number 8.
That's Salt Lake City.
Yeah. Lake Okakakee in Florida. I didn't think that was that big. It says this in kilometers. I can't tell that. Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana.
Yes.
North Dakota is Lake Sakaquaki, New York. Lake St. Clair, Alaska, Montana, California is the Salton Sea. I wouldn't even put that in there anymore. I don't think it's.
There's not any water in the Salton Sea. It's like salt flats.
North Dakota's got a lot. There's Devil's Lake too. Louisiana, Arizona. We have Lake Powell's bigger.
I saw that.
Kentucky Lake. I've been on that.
Mine's got Lake
Lake
Mead on
Mead,
it.
yeah. Lake Mead. I think must be counting some of the river. I can't believe that. 247 square miles.
Lake Mead is?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's hard to believe.
Lake Mead
Lake Tahoe.
is part of the Colorado River, so it depends on where you stop the lake and where you start the river.
Let me get down here to Lake of the Ozarks and see where it's not even on here. Oh, there it is, 63. They say it's only 86 square miles. Don't know.
I don't know how they can say it's a Salton Lake.
Yeah.
It's
pretty dried up.
Yeah, and it stinks out there.
It's all tit stuff. Salts that go down to the hot springs. Get all that.
Well, no, there it is, Lake of the Ozarks, 63.
I know, I found it. So there you go. We talked a little bit about lakes. How long have we been on? What do we got on still? I lost about 10 people. We were at about 99 a minute ago. They weren't interested in the water. They weren't interested in the water. So let's go and take you outside and I'll show you the decking and what they're doing here because we haven't filmed a whole lot of stuff here. So Dan will take any messages you guys wrote and then we'll come back and we'll wrap this up. So let's go take a look around. Let me turn the camera around so I can see what I'm showing you. That makes life easier for me. Take you outside and show you. I'm going to make it echo. There we are. And there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is inside the bar. So there's the new fireplace that they made. So they've made all the tables now. Pretty cool. Some of them actually have the knuckle on them. You like that? And they've got, here's one here. Like that. And got some new TVs they put in. The bar's been all redone. So a lot of new tables and stuff. They got a check-in area now, which normally you just find your own seat, but they may get busy doing it. But they took the radio station out a few years ago. It used to be, I think, over there. Maybe it was on this side. One of the two sides. There was used to be a radio station here. There's the slots. They have a little bit of gambling here. Bathrooms are here. This is the first set of bathrooms. They have another set of bathrooms on the other side. So if you've never been to the Knuckle, this is where they have all the concerts and everything are out here. So they're getting everything together. So it's not all like it's supposed to be because they got equipment and stuff in here. So that's the main stage there. but you have balconies on top that you can watch. So what they're doing is they're building a new deck out here, which is going to be higher than this deck. And they're going to change the roof up there to where you can sit on that deck and be able to watch the stage too. He also has bullfighting and stuff out here. So let's see what we got. So they've got all the beams up now. So what they're going to end up doing is in here, they're going to the bar in here. And then same down at that end, they're going to build a bar down there. And this will be all open here. But you'll be able to come up here and sit on the bar. And this is going to be all the way across. All the way across. So if you go out here, outside, and wind's blowing a little bit, so hopefully it don't sound too bad. So they painted the whole outside, but they're going to take, I gotta get farther out. They do have barbecue down here now. Right now it's only open on the weekends. It'll be open during the rally. So there's the decking there. And it'll be a little bit higher than there, and they're going to take the roof out too here, so you'll be able to look down. Now, all that may not be done. Probably the deck will be done in the bars. That'll probably be it. You may not be able to see the stage yet because that roof's probably not going to get cut. So he's got a bunch of his guys coming in to do that. So that's in here, and so that's kind of cool. They do have a store here that you can buy shirts and all that kind of cool stuff. And they'll have all the bars out here open. This will be full of tables and all kinds of crazy stuff. Here's the wood for the decking. So this is their second set of bathrooms that they have inside here. And then inside, this is the store that you can buy knuckle stuff on. Look, they got some patriotic shirts if you guys want to pick them up. So this is all their clothing and stuff. If you guys want to buy any of that, that's all in here. And then out through those doors, which is not open today. Oh, we might be able to see. They don't go in. This is the barbecue stand on this side. So right now it's only open like Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday. So you can see it in there. They also have the piano bar in there, dueling pianos during the rally. Tam likes to do those. That's a lot of fun. And it's early. Doing my job. She's over there. She's getting ready to answer comments. We're live.
You're live.
Yeah. Say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Tell me your first name.
Bill,
Where you from?
DeWitt, Nebraska.
And you must watch us because it seems like
We
you.
watch you all the
There you
time.
go. If you go over there and catch her, we got brand new stickers.
Oh,
She's sitting in the bar. We'll be there a little while yet.
yep. See ya.
Okay. And another subscriber. You never know who. Out here is cool because we meet in so many people. We have so many of you locals that watch our channel. It's just unreal. This is probably the biggest area that we have. Check out that piston. And that they have out here. And so, yeah, they'll be cleaning all this up and they'll fix it all up. They got a screen up there that they show stuff on. They got all the chairs upstairs. So pretty cool. And you won't even know what this place looks like when we come back in a couple weeks before the rally. They'll have this all set up, bars all built. Be pretty cool. We had an auction out here last weekend. We bought some signs. I haven't decided yet. We may raffle them off to raise money for the vets. They're Sturgis signs, beer signs and stuff. Haven't decided what I want to keep, what I want to give away or raffle off. So this is kind of cool. Gas pump, Twisted D. Where's Billy at? Keep it twisted. So there we go. Looky, looky, looky. So that's him.
I know, but you had.
I turned around to him like that.
I know, but the camera's facing this way.
I know. But I wanted him to hear on the microphone. I can't hear him talk. But that's why I turned it back around so he could see him. That's what.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Same here.
See ya.
It worked the way I wanted it to work.
Good work. We'd like to
All right.
hear the reviews.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, now I got to turn the camera back around. No, because I knew.
thought you interviewed him, and I thought,
No.
okay, you can't see.
I
him.
know because if I did it that way, you wouldn't be able to hear him. If I turned it around like us, camera.
I'm just thinking, you need to turn the camera around.
Okay, we're back. All right, you got any more questions?
Nope.
Didn't ask nothing?
Nope. Nobody said a word. Nicholas just said he needed to learn how to ride a bike.
That's one of the things we told the city. That was something they had one year out here they had a
Free motorcycle training.
yeah, it was just like a 45 minutes out.
Ride, yeah.
Actually, what day was that? Is that already passed?
Oh, it's already passed.
National
That
Ride
was,
Day.
That was the 31st of May. That was
Mhm.
Memorial Day weekend.
That they had it at dealerships that you get, they give you like 15 minutes to kind of show you a motorcycle, show you how it works, maybe let you ride it in the parking lot. And that was it. It wasn't a rider edge course or anything like that. Now, a lot of the Harley dealers
Just to
have
give you the feel.
the jump starts. Like Red Rock has one. I'm imagining Black Hills has one too.
I'm sure they do. I don't think that's the same. If you
No, but I'm just saying.
if you don't think you're going to be able to shift a motorcycle, a jump start is good. To get the feel of riding a motorcycle, that ain't going to
No,
do it.
but if I've never rode a motorcycle in my entire life, the jump start would be the best thing to start on. Because then you know how the brakes work, you know how to shift it, you know how to rev it up, you know, you can feel the bike as itself. But yes, you do need to learn how to ride the bike. Typically, if you can ride a bicycle, you can ride a motorcycle.
That was the only requirement to take the rider's edge class. You had to be able to ride a bicycle. Because if you can't ride a bicycle, you ain't going to ride
Well, you
a
have to keep
motorcycle.
it, you have to balance it.
Yes.
I mean, once you get going, it's not a,
it's when you stop.
You
is when
almost-
fall the most.
you would almost have to be totally incompetent not to keep your motorcycle up while you're riding it, unless you hit somebody, if somebody hits you or an animal runs in front of you. But going down a straight road in perfect conditions, there's no
You're usually
reason.
not going to lose control.
Yeah.
of the drive.
Most people drop their bikes when they
When
come to
they're
a stop. Also, a lot of people drop it when they drive through the grass. That's very popular. What ends up
Rocks.
happening is people go too slow. And if the bike doesn't have enough speed, it's not getting on a bicycle. If you just barely pedal a bike through the grass, you're going to fall over because you don't have enough momentum to keep the gravity going.
But they told me always look where you want to be.
Yeah.
So if you're going around a corner, you're not looking like right in front of the tire. You're looking over there to see the next curve that's coming up because they said wherever your eyes are, that's where you'll go.
Now, if you're going up a little windy road, you're going really fast, you can't do that. You have to look either at, they tell me to tell you it's the fog line. But we've lived areas where there is no fog. We called it a white line. In Illinois, I don't know if we ever had fog.
In Illinois,
Yeah.
you didn't drive early in the morning.
I
You
guess
were
I
in
do have
bed.
fog lights on my car. But they would say that's the fog line is for the white line. And then the yellow line in the middle of the road is usually no passing, or there's a white line in the road, or there's dotted lines. Typically that's the easiest way to, if you're on it's like when we always talk about the old Hill City Road. That's one of the best roads if you've never learned how to drive on a curvy road to do that. Because you can get out there and you can watch that line, and if you're looking at that line, you will just naturally go with that line. And she's right. You got to look to see it. But if you look way ahead, you'll go off the curve if you're going over the speed limit. If you're doing the speed limit, her policy of looking ahead would be great. But if you're trying to do double the speed limit, it's against the law. But of course, we all want to do that on the fun rides.
I don't look at the speed limit. I just go to where I feel comfortable.
You think, huh?
We're good. No, I
Nah,
think
we're almost done.
Okay. I just wanted to check.
Okay.
I thought about it. I was like, oh,
they're still there.
We haven't run away yet. So yeah. So it's
Chip says he loves the old Hill City Road, and Dale says we're really looking forward to seeing you guys again this year. Thank you for all the great work you do, the information you give us before the rally starts. Sheriff Joe and his wife Amy, we will see you again soon.
And we'll, like I say, we're going to end up doing the chicken ride because during the rally this year, we're going to be putting stuff out, but we may not be showing as much stuff to go and do, if that makes sense to you. Right now, we're giving you more informational stuff. During the rally, 90% of the people that are here aren't really watching us. They're doing their thing. Now, we do have people that come and watch what we're doing because they want to do things that we're doing now. So it's like I say, if we go out today and say, hey, we're going to go to this bike show, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. Well, that's the things you're going to see the next day on that video. But things like bike shows and stuff, you're not going to see. Anything that's already over doesn't do us any good to show you because you can't enjoy it. You can only enjoy it if you're
we
at home.
can't show you this really cool bike show that they had at the Buffalo Ship.
You ought to go to it.
yesterday.
Yeah. Well, it's like Micromania. That video is coming out Monday. So it's already over. We filmed it on Saturday. But I already put out on all the social media, I already put out the information that it was going on Sunday. I gave a sample of it Saturday and said anybody that's in the area could come. That's what we're trying to do. So on our Facebook page, our Instagram account, and our TikTok, we're trying to put, I don't do X as much because it's not as It's not as friendly as easy as the other three are. We'll be putting stuff up on there to give you on. We're also going to continuously to do lives on our pay channel, members channel, we're supposed to call it, not a pay channel. To come check us out. I think it's $3 or $5 or $9.99. I don't know what price it is. It's all different prices. I did raise it $1. They told me I was too cheap, so I did raise it. If you're already a member, it didn't cost you anymore, but new people do. But if you watch for so long and you're a member so long, we're sending you out free stuff. I signed up for a bunch of junk a while back, and every once in a while I get something that says, "Oh, you just send somebody a free hat or a free cooler cup or whatever." So they do that. We do need to go in and do stuff with shirts. Maybe next year we'll figure out how to do all that. We've got who did we talk to yesterday? We talked to somebody yesterday that said they could have made our sticker and all that. Oh, I guess that was that
That's
guy.
at
They
the
got
Jeep
sticker
thing.
guy. Maybe he might work with us.
You know who I really want to get to do our shirts is Doug.
Yeah, but he wants to sell you shirts, so we'd have to buy them and sell them. We'd have to do like Adam does. So now you're carrying along.
I mean,
Several
just wants
boxes.
to make you for us to wear.
Well, but I don't know what his minimum order would
I
be.
don't know. Well, that one that Joey uses, Joey and Carolyn.
Is that who made his?
No. But I mean, I like his quality of shirts. I like the way they feel. I like thinner shirts. Like
Yeah.
this is real super thin. That's what I like.
And so if that'd be something you should all think about. If you're on here and you're regular subscribers, if you're interested in buying some shirts, maybe once we talk to Doug and maybe get him to design something for us, maybe what we'll do is a pre-order. And we probably have to have you pay for them ahead of time. So we have the money to pay for them when they get here. And then we would either give them out at the rallies, or if we had to ship them, there would have to be a shipping charge.
Chip said you have to restart the poutine.
I forget. I don't really. That was when we first got started, and just looking for something
It was
that
a
Nick to
couple of
go.
years we were into it.
Yeah. Pating to y'all. There you go. You heard it. I just don't think about it that much anymore. There's so much going on. We switched editing software, so I'm doing something different now. I'm trying to make videos better. It's tough when we've got this short time to do it. I only get a few hours to edit a video. So tonight I still need to start working. I need to finish up my Buffalo chip one. I got a lot of video of stuff we haven't even shown yet.
That's the way it happened last year. We even did a ride last year, which I thought he brought the stuff for it, but he didn't. It's one you guys might have done. It goes out by Jewel Caverns, Jewel something. And it was a really cool ride. But we went the long way around. George went with us. I don't know. George never did say if he was coming, did he?
No, him and his wife were talking.
Yeah.
Not on the night.
No, I haven't seen him. George and Deb.
Corrections
coming up.
to Jewel, South Dakota.
No, it's like Jewel Caverns or Jewel Cave or what's the name of it? Somebody out
I have
there
no
knows.
idea.
Well, I'm asking them.
Jewel Caverns National Park.
Yeah. Remember when we went to Newcastle and then we turned left and it was before we got into Custer and we
Oh,
went up that curvy road and you keep saying, I want to show that road. I want to show that road. I want to show that road. And you never put it out last year. So when you were looking for something to do one night, I said, put that right up. And you said, I didn't bring all that stuff.
I thought that was just on that road getting there.
It was
I don't think
after we left Newcastle I don't know where it was. It was after Newcastle before Custer. And it was just a real curvy, windy road. That's where it was. But it's a long way to get there because if you went the way we did, we went all the way down Spearfish Canyon, turned right, went all the way, I think it's 45 miles to Newcastle. When you get to Newcastle, then you turn left to get to Custer. And it was between Newcastle and Custer, you went through this area.
So it shows you some of the crazy emails I get here. So it just got some guy's name on it. Probably a foreigner. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, if it's too white. It just says hello. First of all, what I do with a video, with an email like that, come on, you just put in the trash. Well, I don't know if you got some foreign name. I'm not going to answer it.
Well,
Guy's trying to sell.
he didn't
Here's the
have a
same
phone
guy
number?
trying to change our didn't like my thumbnail. It ended up being, it was
There's one guy
advertised.
that keeps texting or writing.
This is the guy we're
emailing.
waiting, Peter, to call me back about the camera.
Maybe you should call him.
No, I did. I wrote the guy back.
Does he have a phone number or just an email? That's your information.
And this is where he wrote back and said, I find the original thread and reply there, please. Didn't even say, he's probably not.
a real guy either.
No, he's probably not. He's probably a foreigner too. All these companies are overseas. I just thought we could get a new 360 camera. I know, like her Two Wheels, she got that whole gig thing, and I think Monkey got that deal too. And I wouldn't mind having a new camera, checking it out. I wouldn't mind. That's what I'm using now. We used to use the
1 minute.
One of our original cameras on the front, but when she's not on the bike, I started sticking the stick up, but it was so much vibration that you couldn't see me. But I mean, it looked all right. I don't really want to do all those different positions, but I've set it on the front of my bike on my mount from Rick Rack, and it just shoots out straight to where that's all you've been seeing. Every once in a while, I kind of turn it. But I started doing that in case she didn't want to ride or she didn't want to film. But it's able to record a whole ride. And then I've got that if I want to put it up. Like I say, the other day, got a bug on it. I've been checking it out.
Every time, because the battery doesn't last a whole lot of them. It lasts, what, about 45 minutes?
No, we usually get
Usually
a ride or two out of it.
times.
Well, that was a long day. It was all day ride, 3 batteries.
But I said every time you replace the battery, every time we stop and get off, you
Maybe
should
every time
probably
we
wipe it
stop.
off.
We need to get some alcohol pads and put in the bike, like we had before, lens cleaners or something. So there you go.
It should be in one of your cases. I see
They'll
them the
dry
other
it
day.
up.
Did you throw the whole box away? Because they didn't all dry up. Because I tried one the other day and it was still wet. And if you just ended up just throwing them all away, if you got one out that was wet, then they're dry. Clinton, pretty neat, especially when the train is going. Oh, that's when you travel down the
Old Town Road.
Yeah.
So hey, we're over 2 minutes. Any more comments? We're down to
2 hours.
2 minutes. We've been on 2 minutes, and we're gonna wrap her up. All right. Anything else? You got them all done?
I think so.
Last one was Neil. Neil, you still ain't got on your plane? What time's your plane?
No, he says he's in Idaho now, so he must have
was a really
this morning.
No, it came to me like at 2:30 or something today. That said he was.
You were in Anchorage.
Yeah, unless
because he wrote somebody else, and he says, "Oh, that's where I'm at now too, in Idaho."
Idaho. Let's see what.
And I wrote.
So Neil, how long was your flight from Alaska to Idaho? I
think he had to go from Alaska to Seattle, and Seattle to.
I just want to go to Seattle. I can't even find Messenger on here. And Messenger, here it is. Neil wrote me at 2:44 this afternoon, almost 3 o'clock.
Does it say AM or PM?
PM. It says that at Anchorage Airport and through the TSA. So I figured he was at his gate. That's why I thought he was sitting there. So at 3:54, I wrote him and said, we're going to be live in 15 minutes. And he wrote me back and said, thanks. So
he wrote somebody and said he was in Idaho too. That's I saw.
Which is I'm asking him, how long was your flight from Alaska to where you landed in Seattle? That was
he left on July 2nd. You got to look at the date, not just the time.
It just says Thursday.
Today's Sunday.
Well, I just seen the message today. Damn, it took you a long time to get there from Thursday to the day. Damn, would you ride on a camel? He must have did snowmobile. He had one of those dog sleds. I just seen it today. It came up. So I said it, told you. He was at the airport, getting on his plane. He's flying. You're down there a long time. If you're not going to get back here to the 31st, you're going to be there almost a whole freaking month.
Yeah.
You can do all that time. Last time he was there just a week or two.
Yeah. Well, he drove his
bike.
That was probably different. He ran to get back before he thought it got too hot.
All right, we're all done then. Tell him goodbye.
Thanks for hanging out with it. So you want to say bye?
That's all I'm going to say. Adios, muchacho. See you later, alligators.
Thanks for hanging out with us today. We hope you.
She says I don't make her laugh.
We love all you guys. I hope you had a happy 4th of July.
Just agreeing with her.
And
we got married 40 this year will be 47 years. We'll be married in September, and we've been together
49,
48, 2 years.
What did you just say?
I said 47 years will be September.
Add 2 to that.
Be 46. Almost 50 freaking years. Damn, that's been a long time, woman.
You ready to hang it up?
Half a century. Almost as old as Route 66.
Half of it. Anyway, we love all you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Share us with your family and friends. Support our sponsors. We thank them and we thank you guys. Love all you guys. And we'll see you on the next video.
And hopefully the video sound was better this time than before. I think Curtis hadn't turned the music down for us. Thank you, Curtis. And come by the Knuckle and have a drink there and thank them for letting us be here. Maybe we'll do some more lives from here, depending on how things go. But it's pretty cool. It's kind of hot outside.
Didn't he say he was just going to say bye?
Bye. I'm trying to explain to him. That's what I was saying. I was trying to say that I was hoping the sound sounded better. Didn't you hope the sound sounded better?
I hope it did.
You
For
didn't
their
tell me.
sakes.
That's right. The people were complaining last week. We were in the wind. It's windy outside.
Yes.
What's her last name?
Breeze.
Windy Breeze. See y'all later.
Bye.